What's up, motherfuckers? It's your boy, Comics on the Edge. Welcome back to the low grades. All right. Dude, second week in a row, man. What do you think?
You know what? Cheers to that, man.
Yeah, we did good, man. It's on our road of becoming better, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That's even possible.
We also know we're missing one this month, so we're trying to make sure. Basically, because we're 15 minutes early so far this whole month, we're technically making up the time that we're gonna miss on that last Friday.
Yeah, that's true.
They get the same amount of content that they don't pay for, per month. So.
Yeah. So what James is talking about is we'll be going to WonderCon at the end of this year. How excited are you, man?
Month.
Year.
Huh?
Whatever. Yeah, you're right.
I'm like, let's not fast forward that fucking far. Damn. What'd you say? What?
I said, how excited are you, man?
Oh no, I'm hyped. I mean, it is interesting because it does feel like I was there not long ago, which is true. November wasn't too far, but
it wasn't.
There's always something different about going to WonderCon, or I guess technically speaking, just a con out. For me, I've only been to LA in that one, so just going to a con out there in general just makes things different. So this is gonna be it's gonna be a good time, a really good time. I'm excited to the atmosphere of WonderCon.
Yeah. It's crazy because you've been conning a lot lately, dude. I mean, if you think about it, you've already been to a couple within the last month.
This is right? Yeah, I guess technically speaking, Stockton Con was February, I think. Basically, in a little over a month, I'll have done 3, which is terrible for my bank account. But yeah, we'll get into that later. But yeah, anyways, I'm still excited though. I mean, regardless, just hanging out with everybody, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it looks like you're gonna have to hit up Geek Squad for a couple more shillings, huh?
Yeah.
per hour.
Pretty much. All right, I guess let's go ahead and say what's up to the chat. I believe that's my job now. I don't know if you did the Instagram part yet. I think
I'm working on it right now. Yes.
All right. So first in, Phil's Treehouse. What is going on, Phil? Don't blame others for the road you're on. That's your own asphalt. I actually really like that one. I really like that one. Marcus says, let's fucking go.
I saw that. Hey, what's up, Marcus?
Rob, here we are, another Friday night in the weekend. Couldn't get here soon enough. I actually saw this man this past weekend. We'll get into that.
Oh, shit. Can't wait for that.
Yeah. And then we got my man Arrow. I miss you, buddy. What is going on? We are on time. It's absolutely crazy. Most people haven't even realized that we're on yet. What is going on, Tony? So excited to be bunking with you.
They're like, I think I got 20 more minutes before.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we're starting to piss people off starting on time.
Yeah, I know we're throwing them off this time, right?
Comics by the Bay. Let's go. What up, dude? What up?
What's up?
This is true, Marcus. This is true. It can fix or ruin all in one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the gamble, I guess. Neighbor to the north, what is going on, my man? What up? And yeah, we're caught up. That wasn't so bad.
Yeah. Cool,
yeah,
man.
We've been consistently late. That's what we're saying. It's now we're early and we're wondering if this is really throwing everybody else off. So we apologize. But we're gonna try to be on time. Full disclosure, I literally jumped backstage at 7:00 on the dot and we said let's fucking go. So Robert and I already talked, hi dude, what's up?
Yeah, I know, dude. It's funny. It's funny because as soon as I jumped on, I think 8 seconds later it says showtime on our StreamYard. I'm like, oh,
Uh,
this fucking James is late already. Dude, I just showed up, man, and it's
uh,
like, you jumped on, and I was like, wow, there's so much for starting on time, and you're like,
yeah.
bitch, there's still time. Like, there's literally seconds left.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go.
did it. We did it. New grade, new
Hey,
time.
that's how we roll, man.
Yeah.
And that's, dude, that's the great thing of not like doing scripted shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like
Oh,
when you have a script, you got to stick to it, and you got to like, um, you got to follow their rules. We don't have any
yeah.
rules,
Yeah.
so our rules are there are no rules, and we make up our own rules that we don't even follow.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. It was funny because I got to talk about that. So I talked to Brian, aka Comic Web. Um I know I mentioned to you about WonderCon and having him on. So I guess
yeah.
we'll go ahead and announce that now. So when we do come back from WonderCon, we're gonna have Brian, aka Shadow Sip, aka Comic Web. Technically only Comic Web on IG now. But longtime followers may know him as Shadow Sip. But anyways, Brian is going to be vending at WonderCon, and he is actually going to be on the low grades when we return
Hmm.
that next Friday. So just to kind of give another perspective of someone who went, and B, the perspective of a vendor, which will be really cool. Uh, and that's just going to be a really good time. So I talked to him at SatCon, and he said, oh yeah, by the way, whenever you want. And I said, oh no, for sure. I said, I already talked to Robert. I told him, let's set up, the Friday after WonderCon. He said something along the lines of like, okay, yeah, and I think he said I've been on shows before, so following the flow and all that kind of stuff. Like I get all that. I said, dude, we are not. I said, no, 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 we are not scripted at all. We
uh,
just hit play and shoot the shit. Like, don't worry about it. Just
yeah.
talk.
Oh yeah,
There
dude.
is not going to be any type of format. Like, no, 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 no. We're just come
Yeah.
on and we'll just
Hey,
figure that shit out.
we're just Netflixing and chilling. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
there you go. Yep. So that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. That's cool, dude. I don't know anything about him, so just from
You'll
what
meet him
you've
at
told
WonderCon,
me,
obviously.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's cool because I obviously like meeting other people and stuff. That's what I tell my wife. Nah, just kidding.
He's awesome. He's big time. A lot of people know him as a Valiant guy. He's
Oh,
also big into like Nintendo. He's building a hell of a Nintendo comics collection right now.
oh
Super
shit, dude.
Mario,
That's
the
something we could
collection.
vibe on, bro.
Exactly, exactly.
Dude,
So
did you tell him about me?
I've told him, maybe a little bit. I just said Robert.
Uh,
I figured I'll introduce you guys there at WonderCon. So,
okay.
but yeah, no, definitely check out his page. He's got a nice collection building up there. So,
So I don't want to
uh,
know too much about him now, but like, what does he sell? Does he sell like comics? Does he sell like original artwork? You said
comics,
he's a vendor, huh?
comics,
Comics, okay.
he sells comics. Yes, yes. Um,
Yeah, JD, come on, man.
what up, JD? And yeah, Rob knows him. And then I got hold on real quick. We got what up, Rob, my
Yo,
man, and
what's
yes,
up,
the
dude?
homie
It's
Shadow
a big
Sip. Yes,
homie,
sir.
dude.
The big
What's
homie.
up, man?
Glad to have you here, man. I know your neighborhood's popping these days, so stay safe out there.
Hashtag Rob Chapter. You
uh,
wouldn't know that anything about that, James.
so, anyways, yeah, no, he is a comic vendor, and yeah, just awesome, awesome guy. And yeah. Oh, hold on, we got more people. We got Katie in the house. What is going
Hey,
on?
what's up?
And we got Rick in the house. Wiener sense is tingling. See, they're showing up at what they thought was regular time. They're
I
late.
know exactly. Exactly 10 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
But when we go live, it sends out notifications if you have the fucking bell on. So
True. Make sure hit
you
that
know,
like, subscribe, and that bell. Right.
if we're important to you, smash that bell.
That's true. That's true.
Um yeah, so I'm excited, bro. Like we're yesterday we were hanging out with the homies,
What up,
Aaron,
G?
Mike, and Headbang, and we were just talking about, just conning and stuff, and I made fun of Aaron because he's not going to be there. Uh, yeah, yo, what's up, Steve? Good to see you, man. But it was a good time yesterday, man. We spent like 2 hours just fucking talking shit.
Nice.
So it was great. Mostly
Yeah,
about you, James.
I know.
But I
I've
defended
heard
you.
already.
I defended you at all times.
That's not what Aaron says, but all right. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm already fiending to go back and have some more glizzies with our boy JD and Steve and you, and then
Yes, sir.
I do, while I'm down there, I also got to hit up this other one I've been seeing a lot. I know that there's the one that Snoop Dogg and all them have, but I've been I don't follow them, but I do see their Instagram a lot. But Earl's on Crenshaw, and I've been really wanting to check out his
Bro, are
spot
you
too.
serious?
I've been
I
wanting to
don't
check
I don't even think me and JD will head out in that area,
out.
bro.
Dude, it looks so good. And
Let me just tell you, James, you don't belong.
shut the hell up, boy. Shit, dude. Yeah, no, I want to hit that one up for sure. That would be cool too.
Yeah, there's a couple of cool places in Oakland too. What do you think? You
That's
down?
Yeah,
All
wherever.
right.
I mean, Rob knows all the spots. He knows all about them Oakland taco trucks, and um,
You're definitely gonna die by the wiener at some point if you keep visiting places like that.
that's how you go. That's how you go, man.
There you
But
go.
yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, Tony and I are gonna do some Fast and Furious touring around, and yeah,
It's crazy because like you're staying at Tony's house. Like he gave me the grand tour, dude. I don't think there's an extra bed.
we're gonna make it happen. We will make
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Okay, dude. You can sleep on his Punisher couch, dude.
I know.
Have you heard of the Punisher couch?
Yeah, you've told
Yeah.
everybody on here before.
Okay. Yeah, dude. That's
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I already let our boy Hetty know that I'll be staying with Tony this time, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Oh, hold on. Food trucks are almost all that is going to be left in Oakland with all the restaurants shutting down.
Yep. They lost In and Out.
We got Mike Hanley in the house. The number one Dodger fan is
It's
here. What
it's
up?
Michael Aaron Hanley. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. I just hung out with him yesterday.
I know. No, I don't want to see any type of pictures. Thanks, buddy. So
What's he talking about?
he's talking about dick pics, man.
You get dick pics from
Supposedly.
who?
Oh. Aaron supposedly messaged in the chat that he was gonna send some of that stuff over. Luckily, I don't see any notifications in my phone of having received anything, so I'm good.
Okay.
I'm safe. Mark saved from the Aaron dick pics. So
Does he really send you dick pics?
he has before, yes.
Oh, I thought he did. He sent them like on a consistent basis.
No. I would have to eventually block him. Eventually, keyword.
There's only so much dick pics you can take, right?
Huh?
There's only so much dick pics you can take, right?
Oh man. I mean, I wouldn't know anything about taking them pictures, but apparently Mike Hanley's gonna take the pictures for me and then send them. That's really, that's brotherhood right there. That is, make sure you get his best angles, and really get up in there with that camera. Yeah,
Get the gooch area too.
If you're gonna do it right, man.
Well, anyways, man, how was your week so far? Or how was your week, dude?
Week's been good.
Yeah.
Let's see. So from the last show, I don't think I did anything that Saturday, but I don't remember. Hit up SatCon. That was a lot of fun. Decided to go with the kids and the wife and everything, so we had a good time. It was, financially not the greatest, but basically, we went with the intention of getting some stuff for the kids, decorations for their room, and then also between that and then the signatures that we wanted to get, it was a expensive trip, but I am really happy with everything that we got. We had a really good time. Kids had fun, and so that was cool. Got to meet up with Rob. Also got to see Cali Comics again, and then
You tired of me yet?
Huh?
Are you tired of them yet?
No. Cali's
No,
cool, man. Cali's
I'm just
cool.
asking, dude. Like,
Um, then we went to this like park down there, which was really really nice. Was able to take some pictures for my photography class, and then uh, fast forward to a couple days ago was Grayson's birthday. So if you didn't see my post, I took him out to Target, and we pretty much picked up all the new Godzilla Kong action figures. So that was really awesome. Kid got spoiled for sure. And
I mean, compared to Damien,
dude, I got a few messages about that, and even my wife messaged me and was like, "See, now people can't say he's, or now you could tell people that you got your other kid, some stuff instead of your favorite or something like that." And I told her, I said, "You don't even know. I've been asked a few times already, like, oh, is this the favorite? Is this the favorite one?" Um, but yeah, so we got some really cool Godzilla Kong toys. He was really happy about that. They are awesome toys. And then yesterday we did John's Incredible Pizza, and that was a good time.
I
And
never been there. Is that good?
yeah, I mean
I would
it's like
imagine it's like a madhouse. Like,
no, it was dead
oh
yesterday,
shit.
dude. Like there was maybe I'm not even kidding you, 4 families. Like it was dead. So it's good and bad. Now that I've normally when I go it is hella busy. Having gone when it's dead, the good thing is, yeah, it's not super packed. It's really chill. But the bad thing is, there's no reason for them to put out like hella food. So the food is limited. The whole point of John's Incredible Pizza is basically, a pizza buffet. So the difference between like say that
Mm.
and Chuck E. Cheese is it's a pizza buffet, salad buffet. They have, like uh,
So for you, it's
pasta.
just a pizza buffet, huh?
I had some pasta, but yes, definitely
You
pizza.
don't fuck with salad though, right?
I did have a little bit of salad, just
What? Like
to,
potato
even
salad?
it out. No.
Okay.
I don't really care for potato
To
salad. Mac
regulate you, right?
yeah.
All right.
And dessert, so it's all you can eat on that on the
Phil
food
said Phil says Jimmy Buffett. I like that comment, dude.
and then there's different rooms. So like there's a room that you can go sit in that's meant for kids. Uh it's all Disney, so like they play Disney Channel on the TV and it's all colorful. There's another one that's like very like I don't know. It's supposed to look like you're in a cabin type. There's another one that's the sports one. Yes, we did like the Mecha Godzilla. We did see that at SatCon last time they went, so they got to see it for the second time. But yes, they did love that. There's another room that's like sports, and then you go over to the arcade side, and there's an arcade. There's this one here in Modesto is larger than the other one I was used to. They have bumper cars, a small bowling alley, golf, I believe, or laser tag, one of the two. And they have like an actual like spinning ride that like swings around. So it's a pretty decent sized place. So it is fun.
Oh.
I don't know, my Cammy.
Yo, we got
Um
Heady Comics in the house. What's up,
hold on,
Devin?
let me put him on timeout, aka ban him like I did Katie the other day.
Damn.
Um
Do you remember how to
so
unban?
but yeah, so that was a ton of fun. The kids had fun, and yeah, it was good. So pretty good week so far.
Nice.
How about you?
Cool, man. Work's been pretty steady and just, not really nothing too crazy, so I'm really glad about that. Um, I feel like it started off slow, but it picked up pretty quick. But yeah, I think the only highlights was on Sunday I took my son to like a antique toy
Mm.
place. So he was I was gonna show him for pickups, but like he already fucking like took him to his room and stuff, so they're gone forever.
Nice.
But he got a Simpsons Tiger LCD, like those little handheld games.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty cool, man. Um, got a few other things too, but it's pretty cool. Like I'm not really into toys. I'm not like Steve over here. But my son kind of is, so it's like, all right, just
Yeah, they're having a I actually saw an article about like all the different panels that WonderCon is having. I think I'm actually going to go to my first panel because Saturday at 12 they're going to have a McFarlane Toys panel. And I was like,
Oh,
oh, that'd be pretty cool. Like, see if there's, what's coming out for the year and stuff like that. So I might do that. But anyways,
do you think that McFarlane will be there?
no, probably no. I doubt it.
Why wouldn't he, dude? Doesn't he live here?
I mean, he was there that one. I don't know where he lives right now.
Hmm.
There was that one that didn't he? He did come one year, I thought, right? The same year that Stan Lee was there and he was there.
Oh, dude, that was
I
like
think that was my
ages
first year.
ago.
That might have been my first year going. I was not prepared. I didn't have the VIP pass or whatever to see him, and yeah. Oh god, here goes that fucking link again.
Yeah, we got the link up. If you want to
Oh,
join us, I'll go ahead and click on that, and whatever happens, happens. You took him to the toy store with toys he's not supposed. Nah, that's the thing. I give them the option. Like, you know, he's more of a on the collector side, but there are times where he does want to open them up. And he opened up this one. He got a Fallout action figure, and you gotta assemble one of the arms. And dude, that shit was fucking hard as shit to do, man. I don't know if you ever done those toys where, like, I know Matt CVS Strange.
mhm.
Sometimes he has a lot of a hard time getting some of these pieces on, and
Yeah.
it's just like it fucking busted up, fucked up my thumb, and I mean, yeah. I don't.
Did
Have you ever ran into those problems?
Did you show him that McFarlane's doing? They're doing a Fallout. They just announced a Fallout series, like for the show that's coming out.
No, I didn't even know that.
They got like 4 new ones that are gonna drop. I don't know if they're available for pre-order yet, but they're gonna make like 4 new ones for the show.
Oh, nice.
Something to look into.
Yeah, we got JD who fucking showed up to TransCon last
Supporting
Sunday.
QT.
And dude, that shit looked pretty cool, man. I'm not like a huge I love Transformers, but I don't really collect much besides the comics. And yeah, I mean the statues alone, dude, look fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was cool. I gave him a hard time because he sent me like a picture of all the DC McFarlane figures, and it was like literally he took his phone, hit record for half a second, and like unclicked while trying to pan up. And I was like, that'd be really cool if I like saw what you were trying to show me there.
Right?
So he took another one, and yeah, it was a whole wall of McFarlane toys. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. TransCon, I believe, was in Pasadena, pretty close to where I live. So, but oh shit, we got Rob in the house. What's up, Rob?
Not to be confused with the other TransCon.
I was gonna say, speaking of trans,
Yeah.
Only James knows.
Yeah. So I'm glad you jumped on, man, because I know you and James had a moment over the weekend, and I want to experience it through your guys' words.
It was a fleeting moment.
Well, a lot of people don't know, but people that do actually meet James, it's very lackluster and just not really what the people expect.
Right.
To be honest with you, and that's why I try to help them along and be like, hey, this is James. I know. I know.
You see, I never promised it to be anything spectacular. So if you have high hopes, that's really your own fault. So
his kids were amazing.
What about Damien?
I don't think so all the time, but
I don't know which one was which, but
they were all the kids were all saved.
The only one holding James's hand.
Oh, whatever, dude. Oh man. Yeah, no, it was cool. Go ahead.
No, for me, we drove because it's a 2-hour drive from here. So we got up to get there. We got there when it opened. So we got up early, and he had the whole family. So they all slept in with because that was also the day that we jumped ahead an hour. So like my wife already was kind of like, okay, I'm coming with you to this con, which is cool. I don't mind hanging out with you. But you're making me get up at, 8 o'clock in the morning, which is really 7 o'clock in the morning on a weekend. What's up with that?
I know.
So, but by the time it was nice though. It worked out because the con was not very packed yet in the morning. So I was able to get in there and go through everything and pretty much had my haul done. And when James came, we were outside having dinner, and all that was left for me was I was basically just going to go in there and grab some beef footage for the video.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to go digging. I wasn't there to go super deep digging. I mean, you could.
You say that, and then you fucking come out with a damn stack, bro. Like a half a short box.
Come on, I only picked up a handful of books.
That'll break people's back, dude. Like
it's 7.5 pounds.
Good thing you took your wife so she could carry all that shit for you.
but it's like the thing is the way those vendors are, most of them are set up, they don't have any organization to their bottles. So the fact that you find anything is a miracle.
Yeah.
And they do that because they want you to go through them all to find something. And if you're going to do that, then I can understand that con being 2 days and going for both days. If you really wanted to go through every box of comics, you would need it because in detail. But otherwise, being there for a few hours was great. James rolled up. We said hello. We greeted each other. Hi, how you doing? And I went and get my footage. He went out to get his tickets, and that was it.
Wow, James, way to impress, dude.
I don't know about you, but the drive home was freaking terrible.
Oh no, ours was fine. I mean, we were probably there for a couple of hours, and then we left, and then we also made the pit stop at this hot dog place that I posted on my stories. It was fucking amazing. But yeah, so we kind of took the scenic route, if you will. So
it wasn't great.
But yeah, no, it was a good time. Yes, I'm not kidding you when I say that my kids wake up. I mean, I guess most kids always wake up early. So yeah, my kids are up 6:30, 7 a.m. A, the time change. B, they had gone out to their aunt's house the night before. This was literally the only weekend they ever have slept in till like 9. And I was like, of course, the one day that like I would go somewhere. But if you have little kids, you do not wake them up.
Yeah,
you let them wake up on their own. So yeah, I think you messaged me first and you were like, are you here? And I said, oh, we're like, we were 15 minutes away, 16 minutes away.
Yeah.
And you were like, all right, well, I'm wrapping up. I said, okay, we'll probably, meet you outside. It was cool though, because by the time we got there, because it was later in the day, it was not packed at all. We got the signatures we wanted right away, and just it was nice.
Yeah, the signature boost blocks were all pretty much empty after the first 15 minutes, and I think it must have cleared out a little bit because there was a little bit while I was running around shooting my footage when you just arrived, where I think it was at peak. I mean, it wasn't crowded, but trying to walk down the aisles, everybody seemed to stop mid-aisle to congregate.
I hate that, dude.
And have a conversation. It's like, do you not move off to the side? I mean, then I get people looking at me weird when I say make a hole. And
there was a decent. So I guess there was a handful of actors from like Dragon Ball Z. My understanding were there. So those lines were pretty long for their signatures, even on Sunday, with the news of the passing of the creator and everything like that. It kind of coincided with all that. So those were some packed lines, but I was there for the Disney autographs, in which case there was like no line. So it was really cool to get that out the way. So one of the Mega Man, I wanted those 3 in that Mega Man limited exclusive, but I was at my niece's award ceremony. Damn, Steve, fucking slacking, bro. Slacking. But yeah, no, it was cool. I enjoyed it. I said that I was not going for comics, and I believe I picked up literally 1 comic book. So
you're a liar. You lied to everybody.
No, 1 is not comics, plural.
Correct.
He's technically truthful.
Nice.
So yeah, and then we did pick up some other stuff, and but yeah, we'll get in the hauls in a little bit. But yeah, no, it was cool. It was fun. It's small, compared to like a WonderCon or something. It is small. I don't know how that compares to Stockton. Just Stockton's different because it's in a freaking arena. And that outer ring combined with the top, combined with the floor, makes Stockton hard to gauge how big it is.
Very good. Thank you.
It was definitely a better experience than like East Bay Con and some of this where that's just East Bay Con's the worst of all the little local ones because it's like split in the hotel. It's like not even in one room. Like when I go to the San Jose Con down here, it's at least all in one room. We go to this East Bay Con, they split it in 2 different rooms and the hallways in between, and then there's another bit out in the foyer, and it's like, oh.
There's we have Lodi Con, and Lodi is not that bad, but it is. So Lodi Con is at what's called the Great Festival. It's like there's a building, and then usually the building is where they have the people who are selling all the Funko Pops and all the artists and everything, like artwork artists. And then you have to walk across a little plaza to a different building, which is an old gymnasium. That's where typically all the comic book vendors are, along with all the famous people to meet and greet and everything. So that one is also a 2-room split.
Well, that's what I like about Berkeley Comic Show is nothing, just one room, just comics.
Small and
easy
simple.
peasy.
Yeah.
We have one here that me and Devin went to. It is one room, but it's a small room. So there's probably like less than like 15 vendors, less than 20 vendors. And it's like, it's good, but then it's like, it's only good for a small amount of time because by the time you recognize it, you're already done looking through everything.
Yeah, that's what I imagine I haven't gone to any yet, but that's what I keep imagining. I keep seeing pop up on my feed for some of these Ohana cons in like Fremont and and Santa Cruz.
One of those one time, yeah.
And I'm going, they're like in like in a Kiwanis Hall or something. I'm all right. These have got to be like super small.
I did one time. I think it was in Manteca, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, it was very small, very small.
What's the one in
That's
Fresno?
like it's like that group like sticks together basically.
Yeah,
like, same vendors for all of those Ohana cons. So I mean that's cool. But yeah, it was. I don't even remember what the hell I got there.
There was one I went to out there. It was out near Fresno. That was in some mall or something. They had like the entire center of the mall. Most of the stores were shut down, but they just had like the whole center path of the mall was all set up.
Pretty soon they're gonna start doing shows at abandoned malls. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it works. I mean,
the way malls are a thing of the past now, and it's like fuck, like they're gonna be like the new Halloween. What's it, Spirit?
where do our kids go to hang out, right?
Yeah, right. The streets again.
Our mall starting to get like all the basically a lot of stores are closing and all the new ones are what I would call hobby, collector, or trendy places. And what I mean by that is like there's one that like sells cards and Funko Pops, all different kinds of cards in a mall. There's another one that is kind of like all these Japanese type like a bunch of Hello Kitty shit. Like those are starting to pop up in all the malls now.
Those are the last vested. That's when a mall is on its dead, when those come up from the bottom floors or whatever to the main floor, and they start shutting down the bottom floor and stuff.
Those are starting to pop up now, and it's just like all the trendy stuff that like you see on TikTok and Instagram, and those are who are popping up now.
The only one that's around here that's like still active and live is one that, and they keep growing. Is when it's like you feel like you need a dress code to go into the mall. I mean, because it's like it's like the Nordstrom and the Macy's are the anchor stores, right? But then there's like the Tiffany's, and there's the when I walked through the mall the last time with my youngest to go to the Apple store, and I'm walking through there, and there's like every shop has got like a guard out front, and you look inside, there's like 12 items on display, and that's it.
Oh, wow.
And you're like, if you can afford that much real estate and you're only putting out 12 items, man, and like 12 handbags, that's it. And they start at like, $2,000 or something. It's like, yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Got Sleepy Reader 666. What's up, man?
What up? Yeah, I went to I think it was the San Jose Mall for my last birthday when we were out there, and that's like one of those fancy. There's some fancy stores in that mall.
Well, it depends on which mall you go to, because there's like 3 big ones in San Jose.
Oh, shit! I don't know. I went to. It was like in a very downtown, fancy-ish area. Huge parking garage that was like traffic to get in and out type.
Okay, by 880 and 17.
And it's a goddamn circle.
Yeah,
like you get lost in a freaking.
Yeah, okay.
There's like an
that's
Italian restaurant that's like covers 3 levels because it's like a shop plus an Italian restaurant in there, and then like something else. But they sell like all these pastas and cheeses and all this weird stuff.
it might be the one I'm thinking of, the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, there was one. My wife and I got
because
lost.
on one side is the mall, and then across is Santana Row, where you've got the outdoor mall on the across the street and stuff, where they've got the really hoity-toity stuff and the Tesla dealers and the.
Damn. I was watching something on YouTube. I believe it was YouTube yesterday about, I think it was in Vegas. Big old mall used to be like packed in the 90s, and now they're down to like 2 mall. Yeah, and so they're down to 2 stores left, and one of them I think has 2 more months on the lease, and then they're out. So at some point you're gonna have 1 store left in the mall.
It does just moan over. Put something else up. Put a buffet and some slots. She'll be good.
Yeah, right. That just trips me out because it's Vegas, you know. You got all these tourists and shit.
Everything's jacked up and B, who goes there? I mean, there are people, but for the average tourist, who's going there to go shop at the malls and buy, and not just buy, like normal stuff, because what's there is usually the really high end stuff that's super overpriced and everything else. And it's like, I'm not going on. I mean, maybe if I just scored $1 million there, but that's not likely to happen when I'm playing penny slots.
Yeah, see, 3/4. Where do you live, Sleepy?
It's all right. You could be Stockton and have literally since I was a kid. So forever. I mean, it's always been this way. You have 2 different malls across the street from each other. You have to cross the street to go to the other mall that has different stores than the other one. So you have to like plan that shit out, which one you're going to, or you have your favorite one and you're like, oh no, we're all about this one.
Yeah, my favorite one I used to go to as a kid's all gone, and the one I used to work at when I was a kid, I don't want to go to because it's not on the side of town I want to go to.
He said,
yeah, right. Portland, what's up, Portland?
In this economy? No, that's Portland. I like Portland. Cheers.
Actually, the mall by my house is actually it's thriving pretty well. All the stores are open, there's one that me and my friends used to go to all the time, and I was there before Christmas to buy my wife a Christmas gift. She likes perfume, so I got to go to Macy's, I believe, for that. And dude, it was like a ghost town, man. Still couldn't find parking, but there's nobody in there. I don't know what the fuck. This makes no sense.
The parking lot's being used by one of the car dealerships for their overstock cars. Make it look like we're busy, please.
So going back to the con, I know you guys have pickups and stuff, but not to be specific. Well, what did you think of this con in particular? Like as far as like the prices and how willing the dealers are to negotiate. That's always been important for me. Like I remember last year, James, you came to my daughter's birthday party and you were just like so fucking defeated, and on the inside I was thinking it was like lack of experience, but I'm kind of thinking that it was just the vendors just kind of like eating you up.
That was when I made the mistake of doing LA Comic-Con instead of WonderCon, and it was not a fun time. But
yeah, I mean, you still pick stuff up, but you paid a pretty penny for
that. But then I also didn't pick up like the one true banger that like was my point. I wanted to pick up like a real banger that show, and I think I
You
ended up.
kind of did though. That Spider-Man.
Well, I was gonna say my best pickup was that Spider-Man Platinum, which is definitely not. I mean, that's a huge book for me personally. But yeah, I wanted to like pick up like something big.
What did that grade at?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you graded it, huh?
I was. It's funny because I was literally just thinking about that book probably yesterday because I was thinking, did I send that in for the Todd signing or not? And I
Do you know what book he's talking about, Rob?
Yeah, I assume he's talking about Spider-Man 1, the Platinum version.
Yeah.
We just had the guy on last week. Was every single Spider-Man 1.
Oh no.
Just about. But
yeah, I mean, go ahead. Address the vendors, Rob.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, I think there's a couple vendors that I saw there that I just steer clear of because I know that they're high. I've tried talking to them at some of the other shows I've been at about their prices and coming down, and they don't want to move off of them, and that's fine. So I won't wait. I know not to waste my time at their booth. I mean, I'll scan their back wall just to validate. Are you still high? And they are. So I'll move on. There were several guys. Most of my stuff came from like 3 different vendors that I found stuff that I really had the kind of stuff I wanted to pick up while I was there. And one of them was Brian. Brian, of course, he did me well. I think most of the people I talked to, though, even one of the guys who was a huge slab guy, and some of his slabs were right on, and some of them were high. Most of them called out that, hey, if you see something, just let me know. We'll talk about it, because they know that the market is in a downward trend, and that they can't keep up when it comes to pricing them. So most of them are pretty good about letting you know up front that, hey, you know what, you find something that you want, let's talk about it, and we'll see if we can't make a deal type thing. So I think that worked well.
Just to bounce off of that, Rob, I think it's kind of weird that vendors act that way when they know the market has been tanking.
You think it's weird that they let you know up front that they're
no,
pricing?
that they act like the market's still up.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Some of the ones that are, yeah. There are some people that are into it. Some people who, like I said, the 2 guys that I know of in particular that I see all the time at these shows, this is what they do for their retirement now. So this is not this is not their main. I mean, it supplements their income, and so they have a bunch of inventory that they bought high, and they probably don't turn the inventory quite as fast, and so they're trying to. They're probably not normal. They probably didn't own their own business and understand the concept of, your inventory. Your dollars are tied up in inventory. You eventually need to take a loss in order to turn the inventory, get new cash flow, so that you can now go buy new inventory at the lower prices and go make your profit again. Instead, they hold out waiting for somebody that just really wants that book and is willing to overpay for it, or listen to. I mean, I heard them telling one guy who was looking at a Masters of the Universe book and they were high on it or something, and saying, "Oh no, you're going to want to get this book now because this book's going to go up when they're talking about a live action and stuff." It's like, okay, maybe, but it's not going to go up to that price that you're asking for it already.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah. I mean, you avoid the guys they're bad. You talk to the ones you can. You feel them out and see you go. I mean, my biggest book that I picked up there, I felt that, I got a good price on it. The guy was asking a price that I thought was already a fair price out of the gate. And then, we negotiated a good deal, and I walked away happy. And then a couple booths later, I found another vendor who had 2 copies on his wall, and he was asking 2 times what the guy before me was asking. So it just made me feel even better that, I didn't have to deal with trying to negotiate with that moron when I got somebody who was already in a much better position.
Yeah. I'm getting kind of tired of seeing raw prices at graded books at graded prices, man. It's so common now, and it's like, dude, like they're just relying on people just that don't do research or whatever. Like, but I don't ever see it like really working out too much, honestly. But maybe they are willing to just wait that 1 to 2 years to sell it to some dummy.
Well, I think that there's, I mean, the argument. One argument is that the book's value is the book's value, whether you encapsulate it or not, right? If you
Yeah.
encapsulate it and have it graded, all you have is a third party who's giving you what they think the condition of the book is, versus
Yeah.
the two of you as individuals saying, this is what I think the condition of the book is. And the value should then is for you guys all to determine based off that. The first, once you have it encapsulated, obviously you shut out all your client base who likes raw books only. You
Yeah.
know, the raw people, they can go both ways, right? Because we can go get our stuff graded. Take it how you meant it, yes. So I get it from some standpoint there. So a lot of them will go, okay, hey, this is where the value of this book is at. I'll take $50 off because you got to have it graded, and then there you go. And it does seem rather disingenuous at times, but it
Yeah.
just depends on which side of the fence you're on. I mean, you can talk to them and you can get the right not to buy it.
No,
And I think you see it though mostly with the really big books.
Yeah.
And
I get all that, man. I mean, you know, to be able to talk somebody down to when they're already like, let's say like 25% over market, and you're able to get it 25% under the last sold, yeah, like that's great. That's an accomplishment. That's what you strive for. You know what I mean? You wanna get the price low enough to where it's just like, okay, so now we're at fair market value. Let's take some more off of that.
right. Well, I mean, that's how for me. I'll sit there usually, and if there's a book that I know I think is like in that situation, right? I'm going to sit there and I'll do my check on my research on that, and I'm going to come back and say, hey, here's what the market is on this right now. Are you able to come down to the market into this range, and then we'll talk from there. I mean, I did it with Brian, Comic Web. He had a book on his wall that I'm interested. I'm looking for, but I let him know. I said, hey, just I said, are you how stuck are you on that price? He goes, well, I think that's a big book. I said, yeah, it is a big book. I said, but right now I'll tell you, I've been actively seeking that book, and in a slab, in an 8.5 slab, it's selling for half what you're asking for that raw book.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, really? And so then I showed him my information I had, and he goes, oh, wow, I'm going to have to think about that then. I said, all right, no problem, man. You go home, you think on that book, and if you think you want to come down into where the market is on it right now, hit me up. I'll talk to you. But I mean, I got no qualms about telling somebody their prices are high that compared to the market, what I'm willing to pay. There are some people who take offense to that, and if that's their problem, that's fine. Sit on your inventory. I don't care.
I think it's crazy if they take offense. I've seen it happen a couple of times. I'm like, dude, like that's the business, dude. Like if you're not willing to negotiate, then what are you doing here?
I mean, you just have to understand certain books have dropped significantly. I mean, we just looked at this morning for somebody else on an ASM 300, right? That 8.5 on that book has come down in half from its peak. It used to be an $800 book. It's a $450 book right now, and it's like, if you bought it as a dealer at $600 or $700, hoping to sell it for $850 or $900, those days are gone and ain't coming back anytime soon. Right. Yeah. So you either you're sitting on it hoping somebody doesn't care and just has too much money, or you've got to now make that decision to turn it over, just take the cash and go invest in something else.
Yeah. Let's see. If they can't beat match bin on eBay, why would I buy from them? Yeah, that makes sense. Like, but there's dealers that don't care. They're literally waiting for that one person. Tony says, I love telling vendors their prices are shit, and trust me, he has no problem. It's almost embarrassing. Something. I'm just kidding.
Dude, the absolute best, I'll tell you, the absolute best. I was at Heroes Con last year, walking with a buddy of mine, Mark from Legion of Comics, and on the Sunday, we go up to this one vendor, and they got this Atomic Age sci-fi book I want. He's asking like $300, and I'm like looking at him, like, oh, I said, "Is this how married are you on this price?" That's usually my open line is, how married. I want to gauge their thing. He goes, well, he says, I don't know. What do you think? He says, you give me a price.
Ooh.
And so Mark Scissor goes, okay, $5. You want to meet in the middle? The guy didn't even know, what do you think? And I go, so then I just chimed right back. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you 200. That's it. Or I'm walking, and he goes, let me call my brother because it's his brother's book. It's like,
yeah.
Yeah. And I think sometimes they also don't always have time to go through and reprice them all. So like, to your point, and it's funny that we keep talking about him. Shameless plug, Brian will be here in a few weeks on Friday. So Brian, when I was at Stockton Con, I was digging through these boxes that he had, and I honestly don't remember what the book was. I bought it. I don't remember what it was, but I grabbed it, and he looked at it and said, oh, that was priced like 2 years ago when it was super high. That's not the he goes, don't worry, I'll drop that. So like he saw and knew like, oh shit, that's way too high. Like I need to change that. So he told me like that's actually going to be the new price. And I was like, okay, cool. Again, I don't remember what the hell book it was. I know I bought it, but that was cool that he was like, oh damn, I need to fix that one.
I mean, some of the guys like Brian are great.
Yeah.
So I found my Spider-Man Platinum. I now see exactly why I forgot what grade it was, and that's because it is this ugly ass 9.2. But regardless.
But it is signed, so there you go.
Still love this book. It's still awesome. So, but yeah, that part right there, just ugh. There's the back.
Time to pull out your Sharpie and change that grade.
Literally, can I make that? Yeah, you kind of could.
Oh, wait a second. All we need is a heat gun, right? We can...
Well, it could have been worse though. It could have been like an E5,
Yeah, what he said, better than a 9.4.
You always say that you prefer a 9.2 over 9.4, so there you go.
No, I said a 9.0 over 9.2. I said I was gonna do it, and I literally did it. If you guys remember, I sent in my Lobos, and I got like a 9.2 and a 9.0, or it was like a 9.0 and a 9.4. I sold that 9.2 or 9.4, and I kept that 9.0 because
you want to crack it out and just give it a little more of a ding, and then send it back in.
Oh yeah, there you go. I just it's
Let me add another defect. Hold on. A little color rub. Some stains.
I find that what do you think is fair can open some doors. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good opening lines on it. What do you think is fair, or there's like I said, oftentimes how married are you on this price, or
you know what mine is? Do you got any wiggle room on this?
I hear that one a lot. Yeah.
So I think it's perfect, dude. Like
I've also used the what's the price that makes me take it away from your booth today price.
Oh, okay.
I did that with my the Avengers 4 here. I had it. The guy had this is a 2.5, but there was the guy at the booth at Heroes. He had a 2.5 and he had a 4, and they were there's kind of two looking at them. I was like, the 2.5 was the price I really wanted to go, but I was curious on the 4. He seemed to have it like really, really high comparatively. So I said, well, I'm looking at the two books. So let me ask you a question. What's the price that you're going to give me to take the 4? So that way you got this nice entry level for the next guy that comes along.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, well, I'll take $50 off. I said, all right, I'll just take the 2.5. Thanks.
Okay.
So SD says, what's the lowest you'll go? Go for it.
I got 2 comments. Number 1, I'm gonna go back to Rob real quick. So leave this on the screen so I don't forget. So Rob, I love the one you just said about like what's gonna make me take this away, because I feel like that one, it's not just me asking what your price is, it's me saying like I am literally willing to buy this. Mm-hmm. I think it's just more upfront, like I want to buy this book, as opposed to sometimes.
But only if the price is right.
Like this, I think they take questions like this as like, you're just asking, but you're not really gonna buy it.
It's going to be so great to have Brian on next or when he shows up, because I want to know what his, because I don't really think that's a good way to ask, honestly.
Well, when I talk to Brian though, it's a little bit different. I just go, "You brought all these books for me, didn't you?" He goes, "Yeah." Because half the stack I got from Brian.
Shout out JD Brian with Swamp Thing 9.4. That shit was ugly. So this one I have like PTSD with only because
Oh yeah.
I want, if I'm not mistaken, it is A1 Comics on their, I think it's them. I really do think it's them. On their live sales, you cannot ask that question. If you've watched their live sales, you can't say what's the lowest you'll go because they'll tell you, like, if a book is $50 and you're like, what's the lowest you'll go? They're gonna literally read it and go, so and so says what's the lowest we'll go? $50. That's the lowest we'll go. Because then they'll say, make an offer. They will not answer that question. What's the lowest you'll go?
That's still better than peddling Pete.
They
You
want
Oh,
a number.
bro.
You said
Otherwise, they won't
you threw
entertain
out an offer and he's like ready. He's kicking you
He
off.
doesn't know Peddling Pete, bro. Peddling Pete will rip up
What up,
books.
Carolina?
If you try to lowball him, he's just like, look, this is what I think about that offer, and he'll rip the book in front of you.
He doesn't take
Yeah.
offers. I offered him. I gave him an offer on a price on a book that he had put down. It was on the table. He hadn't even gotten to selling it yet, and he was bitching that nobody was buying shit. And so I threw out I said, hey, that book that's on there, would you take this? And I was offered straight up FMV for the book. And he went ballistic. And then afterwards, because I'd been buying a bunch of stuff from him recently, he texted me a direct message later. He says, dude, he says, never throw out an offer to me or I will ban you. I don't no, that's rude. And I'm gonna go, all right, that's how you want to do it. If that's how you want to do business, that's great.
I got banned off of his show. He used to do Facebook, and I don't do Facebook, but I used to watch his auction show, or not even his sales shows on Facebook, and I would trip the fuck out. This guy's like on crack, dude. Like, I remember Thoro did a report on him. I'm just like, holy shit! Like, this was after the fact that where I already knew all about him, and then Thoro is like talking about him ripping up books. I'm like, yeah, that's what he does,
and insulting his customers.
Yeah.
So it's like everything they ever taught you, James, about sales and customer service. No.
But you know what though? He's got amazing books. I don't think that his prices are off by far.
So some of his bigger books, sometimes he's hit and miss. And some of the bulk stuff he has, his grading is way off. The amount of stuff that I've bought several books from him that where he swore up and down, this thing is minty fresh. It's mint. There's no near mint, blah, blah, guarantee you all this stuff. And I get it and come back. And even after cleaning and pressing it, it comes back a 7 or something, it's like, this shit ain't fucking.
Yeah.
But you know what? Hey, that's what the game is, right?
Well, I think
online, you can't see it. You take a risk.
But I think every vendor has their own way, and I feel like P is like old school. You know what I mean? You can't ask him to drop the price. You got to wait for him to drop the price, and it'll happen.
And then you got to suffer the berating how you're such a nickel and diamond son of a bitch.
Yeah. His best customers, he talks so much shit about, like on how they don't pay shit for their books and this and that. It's funny. It's pretty entertaining, but I don't think he really does YouTube very much anymore.
He's on Whatnot now.
Oh man, that's even worse.
Yeah, because I don't use Whatnot, so I haven't watched any of his stuff recently. But matter of fact, I put him on block on Instagram because I kept getting all these DMs from him about all his shows, and I don't care, or his workout routines right now. I don't care about you're done over the top rope.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Hold on, I'm looking for. Okay, JD says he's happy with 20%. 20% is good if it's already like on the low end or
reasonable price.
Reasonable price. But I always strive for 30%. I don't always get it, but so that's why I'm okay with 20%. But I feel like if I get 30 or more % off, then I'm fucking golden.
Use the psychology of round numbers to your advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, people like to go to round numbers, so throw out round numbers to them that make it easy. You go down, but to get to that number that is easy for change. I can give you exact change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Brian has to say about stuff like that. Because how long has he been selling for? Do you know?
Obviously, Phil. Obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
a long
But
time. I don't know. I mean, as long as not that I'm like old because I'm not, but definitely he's been all my time collecting and going to local cons. He's been there, so
No.
definitely longer than that.
I mean, yeah, cash is obviously going to get you the better deal, but nowadays, fortunately, everybody at one of those things has a payment app too. And so, well, PayPal may not get you a better deal because because a lot of them now they're set up as businesses and they're going to have to still pay that same percentage. But if you're if you're willing to Zelle somebody and the person's on the hip, I mean, then Zelle is the same as cash and in most of their minds. And so I
did not know that.
yeah, it's because it's not a goods and services payment app. Zelle is meant to be a peer-to-peer banking transfer app, instant transfers, and so that's how I do myself with Brian. Is usually I pay him Zelle. Now on his end, so there's no transaction fee for him for receiving that. Whether or not he now declares that properly as a business and pays taxes, that's between him and the government. That's not for me to have to worry about.
I also like that Brian's like the only. I say only. I mean, I guess maybe I don't. No, I don't know. He may be one of the only, if not very few people who like when you buy from him, he actually writes it down in his notebook.
Oh yeah,
he's bought from him. He takes out his notebook and he writes down each book that you're buying, and how much and all that kind of stuff. And like he actually notates it, and I think it's really cool.
There's another guy that I forgot his name. He works with he's one half of the guys that run the
what up, Roscoe?
The Berkeley House of Comics.
Okay.
I don't know if you know him, but he writes down most of the stuff too because he's got a lot of consignment stuff. So he's got to write down all the consignment stuff and what it sells for. But
I like it. I like when he takes out that little notebook and has to jot it down. But yeah,
do some inventory.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be cool when we get to see him at WonderCon, and then again, we'll have him on here, so that'll be a lot of fun. Well, shit, we lost Rob. Motherfucker had to go take a piss. See, he's becoming an old man now, so he really can't make it through these shows. He can't make it through these shows anymore without having to go to the bathroom.
I get it. I'm staring at my AARP memberships application sitting over here, buddy.
What's up, Alex, my man? It's okay. You know what? Better late than never, right? So appreciate you being here, man. So what's your next con? You said it's not WonderCon, but you're doing Heroes Con or something?
Well, so the next one I think is the Berkeley Comic Show. I think that's coming up next. And then is going to be Short Box Live. There's Berkeley Comic Show.
I missed both of those. I did go to the Berkeley one once. A couple of us Fiend guys went, and it was really good. That was a fun one. We went the year that, well, honestly, I don't know if he's gone multiple years, but I know Eric Larson was there. Was the year that I went.
Nice. Hell yeah.
April 7th is the next one. So yeah, I'll be as a Sunday, so I'll be at the Berkeley Comic Show for that, and then
nice. All right, we want to do pickups, or you got anything else before we do that, Rob?
No, we could do pickups. I got a lot of stuff. I'm sure you guys do too.
Well, I can go first because you guys have like comic books, and I only have one, so I'll go first. I have a lot of non-comic book stuff though, so let's start with. I got two. I went to SatCon, or actually no, hold on. I'll go in order of when I received them. So last week, I believe I showed off my card pickup from the 99 newsstand. So that same night, I had also bought from West Coast Avengers, and I got, these are just random cards. Basically, I've said it a few times. I like to get random character cards to put in my BCW bins to kind of know like what's in there. So picked up some Batman animated ones for that. And then I got a little stack of some Daredevil ones. And I went through these. There was some
What's
that
up, Bubs?
Oh shit, what up, Bubs?
Bubs
Some of
has
these artwork. I mean, look at his head, bro. He's got some fucking. That's a funky dome right there.
That's that looks like he's got water in the
That's
brain or something.
a Daredevil as a fucking xenomorph right there. That's a crazy dome. I like that one. This is a cool Elektra and Daredevil one there. Daredevil and Punisher. I mean, come on now. And now I'll have to figure out which ones actually go in the bins or not. Daredevil and Typhoid Mary. Daredevil.
I don't like that one.
This one I actually already have, so I was like, okay, that one
I don't like that one either.
I do like this one. Daredevil and Wolverine. Pretty cool. So I got those cards, and then also, so when we went to SatCon, my first one was signature from Jafar on my Aladdin DVD here. He actually, I don't know, it was kind of a weird moment because I said there's a guy that, like, you know, is his, whatever you want to call it, handler. He's like, okay, what do you want? I said, well, I'll do a signature. He goes, what about a name? And I thought, I thought, let me do Jafar, you know, the character's name. That way, you know, in case I ever forget who it's signed by. But so then we hand it to him, and he's like, oh, your name is Jafar? And I was like, no. I said, no, I'm James. I was like, it's close. And then he was like, oh. And then his guy was like, that's you know, he wants you to sign your character. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he signs it, and I'm like, uh-oh. He's forgetting that he played Jafar. I was like, uh-oh. Let me not ask anything else. But he was really nice. And then this one was awesome. So my wife loves Nightmare Before Christmas. I've said this many times. Grayson also does. So I took Grayson, and well, we all win, of course. But I
spelled Damien's name wrong, by the way.
Oh my god! I said, let's do this one, and let's sign it to Grayson. So this is Ken Page, Oogie Boogie, and he was so freaking cool, man. He was so just nice and personality. I mean, oh man, he was awesome. I was so glad we got that one done. Grayson really liked getting that Oogie Boogie done. Then we got
best.
So then we picked up. So there's this guy now that's going to these local cons around here. If I don't know their name, I don't need their signature. There's this guy that is now going to these local cons, and he does these like wood pieces. So this one's a Godzilla one for the kids' room.
Oh, is that what it is? Cool.
I thought it was R2D2.
And then we also got a Bluey. This one's like 3D-ish. So we got a Bluey one. And then I had to get this one for myself. So I got the Grand Theft Auto logo. And so I will find a nice spot for this. So we found that. And then we were walking by this.
Show that Bluey one again, real quick.
Bluey?
Yeah.
Bluey, man. Greatest.
Let me see the back.
It's got
back of it. Oh, never mind. Okay.
What were you looking for?
He signed it too?
Yeah, he did on all of them, actually. So we're walking, and I stop at this booth real quick to see some action figures. And so my wife walks ahead with the kids, and then
he did, huh, Steve?
Stops, and he's looking. What happened to Two Booth? Two Booth Bandit is for comic books only, okay? And technically speaking, I bought one comic from one booth, so I'm still within my means here. So much copyright infringement in this hall.
It's
He's
true.
not wrong.
It's
well,
true.
you're not wrong, and I'm about to continue. So,
Oh shit!
Damn, that's funny. So, we're walking, and Damien stops, and I just see him like staring at this booth. And I haven't got there yet to see what he sells, but he's staring, and then he starts like walking back and forth and walking back and forth. And I'm like, what in the hell is he doing? And so this guy does these prints that are these
3D.
These are so we got the Pokemon one, changing between Venusaur and Blastoise and Charizard, and he loved it. So we got this, and then I picked up this one for me. So this will be the Yu-Gi-Oh version with, and oh, dude, these are just so freaking cool. So this was really awesome. I have this guy's card here in the bag, but yeah, he was a really nice guy. I really love those prints. And then when I took Grayson over to get the King Kong Godzilla action figures, we also just found this, which I think had been put out recently because it's for 2024 Target Con exclusive. I am long retired from pop figures, but this is not mine. This is for the kids. I am just holding it because I know that they will destroy the shit out of this. So
why does Kong look like a werewolf?
I know.
He does. It's he's got his little
we got a werewolf head already. Let's just stick it on Bigfoot's body, and we'll call it King Kong.
You don't have a protector for it either, dude. What's wrong with you?
I know, right? I've never bought a pop protector before. Two Booth banned my ass. He's going 3 to 4 to 5 teams. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. Two Booth Bandit can't go to all of them. Okay, so then my last SatCon pickup is gonna be this guy right here. Amazing Hero.
Oh, awesome.
Special Todd McFarlane cover.
Oh, nice.
And this is from Brian, of course. So I had to pick this one up. I did not have this book. I don't know that I've ever even seen this book, to be honest.
Dude, I've never seen it. I collect those series, so
this was a must-have. And he posted it like the day prior, or something like that. Was like, oh, new pickups that I just got, and I was like, damn, I need that. And then I totally forgot that he had it until I saw it at the booth, and I was surprised that it was still there. I mean
yeah, right. That's a good book to get signed, James. We got Astro Jacqueline in the house. What's up, Adrian?
Next signing, right? What up, Drac? Okay, so that's gonna do it for SatCon. So I believe I just have 2 more here. This is a box that I haven't really opened yet. This is from Hasbro, straight from Hasbro's website. Just in case I wasn't able to find these, because for whatever reason, these have been kind of hard to find in my area. But the X-Men 97 Cyclops figure, and this is my first time seeing this, so I don't know scale-wise how it compares to like a Marvel Legends, but it's actually not too bad looking. This is the only one from this wave that I was going to pick up because Cyclops is my favorite. And then my last pickup, hopefully I can pick this up without it falling, but this is just the box here. But I got my first ever Hot Toys from the Batman. Same size. Okay, well that's cool. I do have the Cyclops from Marvel Legends already, but had to get this one too. Okay, so hopefully I can do this and he doesn't fall over. But I went ahead and did a very basic pose with him and swapped out to like the grin. But this is my first Hot Toy. I think that detail wise, this thing is so cool. He does have interchangeable faces, a shit ton of accessories.
Does he sparkle?
No. But
how many holes does it have, James?
How many? Oh shit, he gonna have 3.
What?
But yeah, no, I really, really like this one. 2 years in the making. I pre-ordered this thing 2 years ago, but and then he also came with in case you really want to lean into the whole emo Batman part, you can put that on instead. But,
you can add a hole to that one.
So yeah, it's cool. I got the deluxe version, which came with like a bunch of accessories. It also came with I did not buy the bike. Hell no. That was more money than I wanted to spend. So there's a bike. I do believe they even did the Batmobile, if I'm not mistaken. What up, Callie? So
Callie.
He did come with the wingsuit. If you remember, like that scene where he took off from the building in the wingsuit, so you can basically put a little wingsuit on him. And
parachute.
Yeah, and then there's like this cool like base or background, I'm sorry, that I can add to like the base and just have a little lightning effect there. It looks like we want to see the emo head real quick. So go ahead and, or actually no, never mind. I can't do that. Never mind, because I think I have to like take off the cape and take off all that shit. So let's just pretend. You know.
Anyways, it's packed with jizz anyway, so.
It's what?
Packed with jizz. The bottom of the head.
So yeah, never mind. I have to like actually take it apart, I think, to swap out the whole head and neck. But
that's inconvenient.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna have to figure out like what real pose I'm gonna put him in, and then
Grabbing his ankles.
Spread eagle.
figure all that out, and then yeah, get him situated. But I'm really happy with this. Like I said, my first hot toy and my last. I'm not doing this again. But, no.
Famous last words.
No. Yeah, no, we'll see. But no, they are really, really cool. I definitely see why people collect them. But you know, I don't have room, man. I just really don't have room. So that should be it for me. So carry on, fellas.
Wayward son.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, what do you got, man?
Make a red hot toy. I mean, look, make a red hot toy.
So let's see. Most of the stuff is I'll start with Monday on the mail call. The 2 slabs I picked up. There was a Motu in a 9.8 because
That's awesome.
I'd gotten the newsstand back from a recent grading. It came at 7.5, and I was so pissed and irritated. And the Marvel #1 Master of the Universe came back at 9.8, so I needed a DC one to go with it, so I had to grab that. And then I've just always loved the Demon in a Bottle. Finally got around to picking up a copy.
Ban this
awesome
guy.
For that. But then I was back talking to one of the artists that had done Brandon McKinney, who had done a commission for me at East Bay Con, and we were talking about comics curing cancer because he's going to donate some pieces for us. And next to him, there was Christopher Schenk was there, and he just caught my eye. This new book that he just came out with. This is a robot in the Old West. And I was like, oh, I'm down. I'm buying this right up. I need that. It's right up my alley. So pick that up. The support.
Is that self-published or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. That looks awesome.
Picked up just 3 books for the giveaway bin that I do. I had to get a nice shiny Ravage 2099. First appearance of Ravage, Stan Lee's last work.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it says it was his last creation. This is Stan Lee created Ravage 2099. This is an amazing adventures before people got crazy because it is going in my giveaway bin, but still, it's a 1979 reprint, so it's 45 years old.
Yeah, look how old that wood toy looks.
Yeah,
vintage.
That's cool. And then pick this one up for the giveaway bin too. First Dinobots.
Yeah, look at that, JD. Yeah. It's all you.
Grimlock, think Optimus, weak leader.
I love the Autobots, man, or the fucking. What the fuck are they called, dude?
Dinobots.
The Dinobots. There you go.
Yeah. So then the stuff I picked up for myself. So the bulk of this first batch, this all came from Brian, Comic Web. So my monster books, so Beware. Beware.
You guys are too late. I already got it. Thanks for the help, though.
Chamber of Chills.
Oh, sick.
Chamber of Chills. So he had a bunch of books to fill in some of my runs, which were nice.
Oh, I like that one. That's cool.
Yeah, Devil's Dowry, baby. Yeah. These were this was one of these things where, like, I added up the price of what he had the marked at. I said, okay, here's what you have it marked at, so what am I paying? He threw out a number, and I said, yeah, I think we're a little off still. He says, well, what were you thinking? I said, I was thinking this price. And he goes, all right.
Nice.
Into the mouth with you.
JD, I'm
Outer Space. There's some Living Mummy. So
Oh,
the supernatural thrillers.
Hold on, put that one back. Put that one back. Like half in water, and I like that one a lot. That one's cool.
Oops. Take it on a tank.
yeah.
She really thinks she's just gonna hide behind his leg and be okay.
When a tank is firing, right? Yeah. Oops.
Like the purple.
I need to get the early supernatural thrillers because those are the ones that have like the Invisible Man and other stuff like that. These are my favorite. These monsters on the prowl stuff. These are
So those
these
are
are
like
all
reprints, right?
yes.
Okay.
These are mostly like reprints from like the Atlas stuff, but they're great. And these are like because from the era of the original, they're like 2 and 3 stories inside each one of them.
She's yelling at your son, dude.
I know, she's yelling at my favorite.
Oh, that one's cool.
Yep, the Return of Titan. Titan walks the land.
The Hulk prototype. Nice.
There we go. There. Gorgilla.
No, nobody reads that, Katie. We don't read it.
Chamber of Darkness.
Do you read those, Rob?
I get to them. Yeah, I read about half of them. But
Okay.
and so then I think this
By
is
the omnibus.
okay. So this is the last of the horror books. So this one, I was just flipping through the books originally. I wasn't going to grab it, but the cover was just too awesome. I do collect this run, and it actually was a book I needed. So I don't. So when I showed it to my wife because the cover was so awesome, I started putting it back in the box. Well, why am I putting this in the box? I got to take this home with me. The 5 fatal fingers, and each finger.
So what was your wife's reaction when you showed it to her?
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
He was like, I'm gonna give you the 5 fatal fingers later.
So there's another one, a different. So these are from a different vendor now. This guy, his stuff was all over the place. I managed to find all these books spread across multiple boxes. This is the second Ultimate Spider-Man run. Back in the day, I had about half the run. I was able to pick up. Well, actually, I take it back. I had about a third of the run. I was able to pick up another third of the run. So these are kind of fun. Bendis, the younger Peter Parker living with the Human Torch, and
is those two dudes kissing, or am I seeing things?
yeah, there's some kissing cover.
Oh, okay, tight.
And then some early Miles before he actually gets the suit that's on the cover.
Nice.
And then last, the book that I was, I did my big book that I wanted to get. It's not big by my stretch of the, based on when I say big book for a lot of the stuff I've done in the past, this is not a big book, but it was the bigger book of what I picked up. And what I'd been looking for hardcore was G.I. Joe #1, the newsstand variant, and it is crispy clean. There's like one little minor non-color breaking bend up here that I believe can get pressed out. So I'm hoping that 9698.
Damn. I mean, hopefully 9.8 for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's obviously a big difference. But so the guy was only asking 125 for it. I offered him 100, and he's like, "Oh, I can't do 100." So I said, "Okay, 110," and he, okay. So yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. How many hours did you spend there?
We got there at opening at 10, and then I probably was done shopping for books around noon. So it was about 2 hours digging through books.
Bro, 2 hours. I'm barely fucking getting out of the restroom, you know? I spent so much time at shows. It's crazy.
Well, you know what so I get focused. I mean, the bunch of guys that were with me at like Heroes Con, they know it's like I get like focused. Like, where's Rob? I don't know. He's off buying books. I kind of get into a groove, and I just start going. And I really quickly ascertain certain people. Like, okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time at your booth because I'm looking at your boxes, and either they're like if their boxes are so crammed with books that there's no way for me to look through the boxes without having to pull each one completely up,
Yeah.
or else bend and damage the books, then I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah.
And
I completely agree with you, man. It's like I'm not gonna ruin these fingers to fucking dig through your shit. You
yeah,
know, most likely if there's stuff that bad, even if I find anything good, they're gonna be damaged, and I'm not gonna be happy with it.
right, because everybody else is just folding or pushing back the middle of the
Yeah,
book, so
yeah.
that middle of that book is all jacked.
The middle of
So
the back is creased up and shit.
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
so I don't have time for that stuff. I mean, sometimes if I've seen when I glance at it, if I see there's still some decent stuff in the box though, and it's packed with that, I'll pull a section out and I'll start flipping and looking. But
Yeah,
it just depends. I mean, if I start going through stuff and I'm seeing nothing but trash,
yeah,
and then I'm not going to spend as much time versus a booth that's got stuff laid out. Like Brian, he's got the stuff laid out for the most part and blocked and by what the stuff is. So it's easier for me to go, okay, I'm looking for monsters on the prowl. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this. I can find those blocks and go through them.
yeah.
Whereas some of these guys, like this guy that had the Spider-Man books, I literally pulled all those books out of probably 7 different boxes. And, that was just strictly me being stubborn going through his boxes because I early on had pulled that X-Men reprint out.
Yeah.
And it was only, it was like $5. And I'm like, dude, that's a fair price on that. That's fine. And so I start going through the more stuff and trying to find it. And then, of course, half the stuff wasn't labeled in prices. So now we had to play the game of, okay, well, so I pulled all these books. Bro. I pulled all these books out. What are you going to bill me for them? And then he's going to come back with a price. And I go, well, I don't like that price. I don't want to. Do you want to go put these back away or do you want to try again?
Now, those books that aren't priced, how does he get prices? Does he look them up real quick?
No,
or does
no.
he just shoot the shit?
He just kind of pulled shit from his. I think he basically kind of tried to go more or less like $5 a book or something. And
okay.
I'm like, your book. These aren't these Ultimate comics. These Ultimate Spider-Man books aren't worth $5 a book.
Normally, Rob, I don't really fuck with people that do stuff like that because it's the same as going to a store and taking the shit up to the register and then they price them out for you. I don't really enjoy that. I don't fuck with that. I'm not going to do the work for you. Right. But at conventions is a little bit different, especially if you know the booths. And there's a guy who, he's a scatterbrain. He doesn't price his books all the time. There's a lot of missing prices or whatever, or even if they are priced, they're like outdated. So, but what I love about this guy is he knows me. He always takes care of me. So I'll give him a stack of books and he'll be like, he'll just look at it on the side. He won't even look at the books themselves. And he'll be like, how about 25? All right, cool. There you go.
Yeah, I mean that's more or less what this guy did. He came with them, and I was like, "Oh, no, that's I don't think so." And then he goes, "Okay, how about this?" And all right, fine.
Yeah.
It's like,
but I'm glad that if it's not what you're to your liking, you will say so. There's a lot of people that will be like, "Okay, I guess," type of deal, and they'll.
I have no problem.
And then James will pay it, and I'm like, dude. That was too much.
Is that why my name is over here being mentioned and shit? What the fuck, man?
No, we have not said your name at all.
Who had? Oh, good night. I have my Lion King shirt on. I don't know who had the best shirt then. If I had the runner up, go. Good night. I need to know that, Callie. Wow.
But anyways, Rob, I like the fact that you're known to be laser focused at these shows too. I mean, I have almost the same reputation as well, and they know that like, we can go out later and fuck. Yeah, JD knows it too. Steve knows that too. It's like let's fucking enjoy the moment and go through this stuff, and then we'll talk later.
Especially if it's a con where either there's a ton of books or or a finite number of books, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, it's not going to take me long to get through these books. Let's get these knocked out before the competition gets in.
Or you can get the box next to me, dude. Like, and let's talk.
Sure.
But Rob, this is a prime example of what people are talking about. I did.
Wow.
uh,
Eating while going through
I
books. That's
I didn't want that pizza because I was so focused in this booth. My wife ended up getting me pizza anyways, so I was eating and digging. And my friend CJ, Mr. J, right there, went ahead and snapped the pic, dude.
You're lucky that dealer didn't tell you to get the out with your pizza at his
No,
booth.
no, no. I'm
Or his
very
booth.
thoughtful and mindful of what I'm doing. If it was greasy as shit, then yeah, I get it. But it wasn't. It was fucking. It was nice. But yeah, I didn't want to bother eating, but my wife and kids bought it for me anyways. So I was just like, you know what? I know this vendor, like he's not gonna trip, so I did it, man. I saved me some time.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna have to figure it all out this year for Heroes because I'm gonna have half the time I'm gonna be at a booth, so I'm
Yeah.
not gonna have this much time to be out there. So I got to try to do the entire con in half the time, and 3 days was not enough if you really wanted to go through everything there. That's for sure.
Yeah. Steve says Robert and JD don't play. They are zeroed into their books.
That's what you're there for, right?
Yeah,
Well, you're there to hang out too. Don't get me wrong, but like you said,
yeah.
there's
Well,
there's
look
there's
at Steve.
yeah.
Steve goes to mostly hang out. So, but he gives us our distance, and like if we want to talk, he'll like yell across the room and stuff, and we'll be chatting and shit. We got a good vibe going on. We know each other enough to where it's just like, all right, like let's all take care of business and then fucking go out to eat later and talk about it. So
Smash some shaboing boings.
I do love hunting with Rob. We look out for each other, respect. That's true. I will fucking pull books for him. He'll pull books for me, dude. That's the best. You're at the same show, and it's like JD hasn't gone through this box. Here, let me fucking pull this for him. Vice versa. It's awesome.
Yeah, we did that with it, especially like the bigger the con it is. It's really good if people have an idea of there's a certain thing you're looking for or certain books because it can be so spread out. There's so much of it.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
that a lot. I was like, matter of fact, I ended up getting a really cool Planet Comics book because I was actually on the hunt for somebody else. I spotted
Mm.
somebody was looking for a Marines book, and I found it for him. And he's like, "Great." He's like, "Oh, I want to get a better deal." And I said, "Okay, well."
Mhm.
There's a Planet Comics book here. Let me grab this, and I grabbed the Marines book, grabbed my Planet Comics books, told the guy a bundle price for the two of them. He said, "Sure." Went back. Yeah, here you go.
Oh, congrats to Bubs. Right?
Well, it wasn't Bubs, but Bubs is my competition at the con. That's the problem. Bubs and I go
Yeah.
there. We're half the
Bubs
stuff.
has no respect for anybody.
Well, no, it's not that. It's like half the stuff that he likes is the same is half the stuff that I like, and so there's a great crossover. We both we're after the sci-fi bubble helmets, atomic
Yeah.
age, damsel in distress stuff, Schomburg.
Yeah.
We're all into this stuff. Matter of fact, at Heroes last year, there was at least one book that we both picked up, the exact same book, a Strange World, Avon Strange Worlds book. It was just completely coincidental, but yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Uh, yeah, that's
He
awesome.
got the better deal, but
Steve goes to hang out and kick your ass in Street Fighter. Here's the thing: he's never played me on Street Fighter, so
Wow.
I ain't no scrub either. I'm a little rusty, but yeah, dude. I mean, I will own you at Mortal Kombat, but Street Fighter is a good possibility. But like I said, he's never played me.
I'll
I
beat you
love
at
going
combat.
dinging. I love going dinging with them. They are the best. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You could
He
take me
did
off.
lose.
I mean,
Oh well. All right, cool. Just get to this chat.
oh, you get to the chat, man. I don't want to be sitting there in big mode.
Yeah. Uh, Rob, I don't want. I don't. Okay. We're gonna have to go back. Play some Street Fighter. All right. I got a big stack here. I also got got a little Raiders rant.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, right. So these few books I'm going to show you right now. My wife likes going to antique stores, shows, fairs, whatever you want to call them. This was actually a store, and I don't know if you guys have them where you're at, but it's like a big warehouse, and people can rent like little like booths, and then they have like tags with their booth number on them, so you could go around picking stuff, and then like when you go to check out, they document what item it was,
Right.
so that seller gets paid because nobody's there. It's like an
Right.
empty building. Yeah, like, cool.
It's a consignment place, but
Yeah, you go consignment. So right next to there was um a bookstore, and I'm thinking like there has to be comics if it's a bookstore, and it was a huge bookstore, and they had like this little section of comics. So I started going through it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like some of these conditions,
Katie,
you know.
Steve's too old to know what Fortnite is.
We're gonna form a Fortnite team now, or what?
Oh shit!
Damn, let's go. So I went in there and went through their books. I wasn't really finding anything that I was like really kind of like wanting, but nothing was priced. So I was like, all right, like I'm already having like a day, and let me go ahead and ask before I start going through the rest of his shit. And so I go up to the guy and I was like, hey, these comic books, what are you asking on them? He's all, well, typically they're $1 each, but if they're a bit thicker, they're like a little bit more. I'm like, all right, cool. So I went, and these are the books that I pulled. So I got this one because it's a official comic adaptation of Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
nice.
So a lot of people don't know who Mr. Magoo is. He's like an old ass cartoon, but I remember faintly like
You
seeing
can't see.
yeah, he's fucking blind as shit, you know. I knew you would like it, Katie. Oh, thanks, Steve. All right, so check this out. Oh, let me show this one real quick. Spectre number 22. Does anybody know the significance of this book? You would be really good if you knew the significance of this book.
It's Nicolas Cage Superman.
Is that a high value book? Any guesses, Rob?
It's a book not in my inventory.
Okay, so you want to put this in your inventory. This is actually the first it's the first work Alice Ross has done for DC Comics.
What?
Yeah.
When was that coming out?
What year? Oh shit.
I mean, from that logo, that's definitely got to be like 90s. So
94, I believe.
Yeah, but I mean,
you can tell it's an Alex Ross cover.
Kingdom Come and stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. What's it called?
I don't know, man. Key collector that shit.
This is Alex Ross right there. But yeah,
Spectre 22.
Pick that up. It's for DC, so
I understand that.
This book, there's a fun. I mean, I couldn't believe this, but so this is Insane Clown Posse.
First published cover art by Alex Ross for DC.
There you go.
1994.
Come on, guys, don't doubt me. What's wrong with you? What are we doing here?
I was 2 years old.
All right, so Insane Clown Posse number 3. This guy had 3 copies of this, and I was like, for $1, hey, there's a CD in there, like a CD single, and I'm thinking like, I'll just grab them all. You know, they're just sitting here. Nobody's going through the comics, so I intended on buying 3 copies. So when I went to go check out, he grabs all 3 copies. All right, here's the thing. And I'm like, what? And he's just like, you're only allowed to pick one. And I didn't want to fight. And I was like, and I was thinking like, motherfucker, you could have them all back. You know, it's not that important. You know what I mean? But I just said, okay, that's fine with me. You know, no big deal. So I took one. I don't understand why shops do that, dude. It's like, it's not like he is gonna look them up. They just went back to the shelf, you know, and I don't get it. Maybe we'll ask Brian, huh?
Just right here. That comment right there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree,
he's all
man.
like, "Oh my god, send me a copy," but fucking trash.
But you have juggies to send them to. Nice. So then I continued and found Rose and Thorn #1 Adam Hughes cover. I already have this run, but you know, for $1, hey. #2 and one of my favorites, #3.
Nice.
So you know, I'm missing like 2 more or something like that. Then I went to one of my shops. Okay, let me show these real quick. So Rob, I think I told you, but I opened up a pull list.
Yeah.
And my first batch of order came in. Got 2 copies of Black Widow and Hawkeye. Adam Hughes cover. Possibly one of the worst covers I've seen. It just doesn't look like his work. What do you think about it, James? Trash. You're on mute. I just said it for you. What do you think about the cover, Rob?
It's not my cup of tea, but she better watch her top. It's almost unzipped. She's going to fall out.
That's probably the only good thing going for her. I mean, that butt looks a little bit deformed, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's not a.
Hawkeye has Liefeld feet.
She got that bad BBL. The butt's a little high. It's a little high up on the thigh.
I wish CJ was here because he really breaks down books, man. You think you have an awesome cover and he just breaks it the fuck down.
So that was worth getting 2 copies of, though.
If it was a good cover, I would have got 5, Rob.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean,
you're a big Hughes fan.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Like he's my favorite, but not with shit like this though. Come on, you know. Like,
that's why it's only 2. Got
it. Yeah. Well, that's why I started a pull list because he's coming out with a bunch of like different covers, and he's doing a series of Black Cat and Jackpot. He's doing at least 2 issues of that. So I was like, you know what? Like, I don't want to have to pay like eBay prices and shipping.
Yeah.
This place you could order from the previews website, and I love it, man. I just subscribed to the creature from the Black Lagoon. That book's coming out pretty soon, and I'm pretty stoked about that. Did you see that? Huh?
There's that's coming out. There's gonna be a new run of Dick Tracy. There's a new run of Space Ghost. There's a new run of Popeye
Dracula
coming out.
Oh shit, nice. Yeah, so I just figured, you know, I'll just do it, and if they fuck up again, I'll just stop. Went to another store. This was Comics, Tunes, and Toys, and I picked up these books. So these books are a little bit smaller, and they're exchange.
Come out. What's so up? You for real? You for real? Because I'll watch that shit right now.
I tried watching Asteroid City 3 times in order to get through the whole thing because I kept falling asleep.
Oh, was that be after you masturbated? That's why you fell asleep?
No, it was just really slow. If you really care to see, go watch Under the Skin. It's a very weird foreign film, but not a lot of talking, but there's a whole lot of nudity.
Okay.
Taking notes. Sorry, Rob. Keep going.
So these are exchange variants. These are, I believe, for the military. Yeah, America supports you. I think this is a Mark Brooks cover, number 14. Like I said, they're smaller books. And they say not for resale, so I don't know what the fuck that's all about. But he had like quite a few of them, so I picked them up. New Avengers number 9. So he says America supports you, all that shit, not for resale. New Avengers number 10. Custom edition number 13, The Avengers. And that's it for that.
You should look into getting circumcised, you fucking nasty ass mofo.
That's why you're so single, Steve. You need to get that shit snipped, bro. Come on, man.
Gross. Fucking anteater out there. My God.
Let's see. Fortnite Marvel number 1, Zero War. I thought it was a cool cover. It was $1. Tekken number 1. And then this one was pretty cool. Kiss the Demon number 3. You know, I like my 8-bit fucking variants. And then where my son bought his toys at, there was as we were leaving, there was a booth that had like a short box, and I pulled these out of them. I said, "How much are these books?" And there's 4 of them. He says, "Well, I was asking $20 for all 3, but I'll take 10." I'm like, "All right." There's fucking 4 of them. But these are WWF Valiant comics.
Nice.
So this one's called a Wait Till I Get My Hands On. Period.
Wait till you get your hands on a period.
Lifestyles of a Brutal and Infamous. Big Boss Man with Undertaker.
There you go.
Out of the Ring Challenges. This is the
Nasty Boys and the
Bushwhackers.
Bushwhackers, yeah.
Yep. And last but not least, the Ultimate Warriors Workout.
Yeah, this will tell you right now they're old because they're WWF books instead of WWE.
That's
man.
crazy, dude.
Those are worth $250 all day long.
Yeah, right. I got a few more left. These actually I got for $1. I got these at a different booth where my son got his toys at. This one's called Sky Doll number 1. This is a second print variant. The artist is Soli. Look at that. It looks cool, huh?
That's a big warning label.
I know.
A lot of nudity inside, huh?
Yeah, I didn't check, but I was happy to find this one because I don't even think I have a copy. But this is Watchmen number 1.
Nice.
So that was cool. And then I went to what's it called? Comics, Tunes, and Toys. I picked this one up. Epic Illustrated number 3. Yeah, number 3. First appearance of Dreadstar. Clicking copy. Marvel Graphics novel, The Inhumans. I've always wanted to get this, but it's always beat up. This is a really clean copy. So
ABC managed to kill that one off.
Yeah. And then Marvel Graphics novels number 1.
Hold on. We're not skipping past that comment. Say that again, Rob. Say that again.
I said ABC managed to kill that one off.
Yeah, meaning the Inhumans, the show,
yes.
right? That's what,
right.
Yeah,
whoa.
Right.
Here. So Marvel had been in the process of moving everything off of X and into Inhumans, making Inhumans supposedly the big thing because Fox still had pieces of the X-Men stuff before the Disney merger stuff. They tried to push the Inhumans. the push didn't go well. They came out with the stupid TV show, which don't get me wrong, I loved Agents of Shield, especially as it kept getting better as it went on. But
even when they went to space, it still was good.
I want you all to look at how hurt Robert's face is right
now.
But
the Inhumans show, no, not good. And after that,
let me ask you a question. Did you watch the entire series?
How could you?
I did. I thought it was great.
After you had to consume all the drivel there was finally a payoff enough to make the first part of it worthwhile.
You know what my main complaint was? What they did to Medusa right off the bat. It was like, how can she even showcase her powers?
Yeah, I was not a fan of it. I did not like it. I saw like 2 episodes. And I was like, I can't watch any more of this stuff. But a lot of people fell into that camp, and it went nowhere. And shortly thereafter, Disney said, "You know what? Forget it. Let's just go buy Fox and get X-Men back because this isn't going to work." And Inhumans is back to relegated into like maybe we'll show up in the back end of a Fantastic Four book or something. But
I like the Inhumans. I thought that show was good. I mean, I watched the entire series though.
We should put a poll up right now to find out how many people in chat thought that the Inhumans show was a good show.
Go ahead, James.
I don't know how to do that, but somebody do that. Yeah, let's go for it. That's what our moderators get paid.
I think me and you are the only ones that can do it. But so, anyways, I was showing the Death of Captain America. This is the first print. There's like 9 printings of this. So just like all the other ones, Legion was good. I liked Legion. Dude, if you want to see a good, have you seen Cloak and Dagger, Rob?
Yes,
I fucking love that one too. Yeah, Freeform.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay. Yeah. So this book is like one of the cleanest I've seen it in. So I grabbed that. And
here's a spoiler: he gets better.
He comes back. This one I was very stoked to get because JD knows what's up. Actually I got this before he even showed it, but this is Hulk number 1. This is an Atomic Comics variant.
Wow, that's cool.
I was trying to get this like
JD's post earlier today. Wow.
Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Dude. Wow. I had no idea JD even owned this book.
JD
dude.
the influencer.
Wow. Yeah, dude. But man, this is a clean copy. I'm really happy to be able to score this. Dude, like I was trying to get this off of Mercari. When Mercari first started, somebody had this up. And it was in Palm Springs. Why I had driven out there for Palm Springs.
It's 2018. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
It was on Freeform.
Yeah, it's a great show, man. I love it. It's like one of my favorite TV shows.
It was good, but I don't know how to go great. I think I have a more conservative scale than you have.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so the last thing I'm going to show is, oh fuck, oh here it is. So I had found my old Game Boy a while back ago, and we picked up some games for it. So the first one is Mortal Kombat 2 for the Game Boy.
Nice.
And I loved picking this one up. Blades of Steel for the Game Boy. I loved Blades of Steel, man. Have you guys played it ever?
I was not a Nintendo guy.
Oh man, so Blades of Steel is a hockey game, and you can actually fight. No. You gotta play it, man. I paid $10 for it. Damn, $5? Oh, we're 20 now, bro. Blades of Steel is a hockey game that you could actually fight on. Like if you bump into somebody too many times, you just start boxing. And they have power bars and everything. It's such a fucking good game. The NES is where you want to go, but the Game Boy is not, it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. And there's an option where you could just practice fighting. So yeah. So that was cool. I was happy to get that. I didn't really know if it was gonna like be any good on the Game Boy, but it's actually it's playable. Like I haven't lost yet, honestly. So
Oh, is it monochrome?
what's that?
The Game Boy originally was like a monochrome.
Yeah.
It was like green and black. That was it. You had there was no color.
No. Yeah, it's monochrome for sure.
I can't imagine trying to play a hockey game in that small of a screen and with no color.
I didn't think it was gonna work either. I was even thinking like, you know what? Maybe I'll wait off on these games and just come back next week with my system just to see, if they're even playable. Because there are games that aren't playable. Like you can't even figure shit out or anything like that. Yeah, there you go, dude.
I say that, but then I got to remember that I played LED and LCD based games where the graphics were like nothing.
Yeah,
I just had red dots.
The red dots, yeah.
So you know what? I take that back. But no, because I grew up, I was an Atari 2600 guy, and it wasn't until Nintendo's Super Nintendo, or no, N64. I got an N64 when I was married, and in the early days of my marriage, just so I could play the wrestling games. And other than that, I've never played any of the rest of the games. My kids ended up getting a Wii and a Switch at some point, but I never played any of those things.
Yeah, nice.
I still either pull up my emulator or go and I go on the computer. What do I say? And I play my Star Wars MMO. I don't even play that anymore. Now I just sit here and talk to people on YouTube.
I know, man. You were on earlier on Legion, right?
I get up so Friday mornings I get up at 4 or 3:45 in the morning because the show starts at 4:30 in the morning our time on the Pacific, and I co-host that show with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes for a long day.
Uh-huh.
And of course, then I hit days like today where not only do I suffer through it and suffer through work, and then like after I log out from work, I get people calling me up asking me to log back in and take care of some emergency stuff. So putting more time in, it's tough.
Yeah, that's
my new pickup of Trader Joe's Pizza Party chips.
I got you beat.
Seasonal. So oh shit, what you got? A taco pack or
you got it, baby.
Oh man, that sounds good, dude.
Damn.
That sounds so good.
Just like I told you Sunday, tacos, bitches. He pings me like I thought we were getting lunch. He's like, oh yeah, get yourself a glizzy. I'm all, that tacos, bitches.
Was that the best part of going to the show, James? Is the glizzy afterwards?
So Kalia tried to get, I guess, a glizzy from the place, and he was like, bro, they're trying to charge $10. He said, what? I said, they must know we're here. So he said, forget y'all. I don't know where Callie ended up going, but yeah, we hit up this place in Manteca on the way home, and oh man, dude.
You should ask him what's the best you could do on this glizzy.
There you go. What's the price to make me walk away with this glizzy in my belly right now? Yeah, man. But what we had on the way home, dude, it was so the one that stood out to me was hot link with chili and nacho cheese and hot Cheetos. Hot Cheetos were stale, so I had.
Whose cheese was it?
What?
Whose cheese was it?
Nice. And yeah, dude, that one was and jalapenos. And that one was so freaking good. That place is definitely so then what I did is after we left there, I went and got my horchata back. I had to get that shit back after stealing that from last week. So from now on, that's gonna be my routine. Go get my haircut, get the horchata, then drive over to the hot dog place, the glizzy place, and oh man, that's the move right there. That shit was amazing for sure. So yeah, well worth it. Very glad I did not spend the $10 that.
Yes, for those little street carts are tough.
Yeah, I you know what? Actually, I forgot to ask him. So since you're here, yeah, was that the street carts or was that like, because
Street
sometimes
farts.
they do sell food inside the.
There was no food inside
I didn't think
except
so.
for there was like just the popcorn
Mm-hmm.
and tea thing, and then you go outside. There was the 2 food trucks, and then there was all the 1,400
Hot
hot
dog,
dog
hot dog.
vendors.
Dude,
Oh, you guys got those there too?
I want one of these though. Have you guys had the footlong cookie from Subway?
No,
I want one.
That doesn't like interest me though. Does it interest you, Rob?
Good. Their cookies are good.
they
They
are.
are.
I do like their oatmeal and raisin cookies, but that's because that makes me feel like I'm being
That's
healthy.
your age. That's your age talking. Right?
Right?
Yeah,
I was like,
know.
damn, dude. That has a lot of fiber in it.
sorry.
Is that
I'm
something
sorry,
you need
Rob,
right now?
No, I'll tell you. I just really I like a nice soft oatmeal raisin cookie. Don't get me wrong, I love chocolate chip cookies or anything else too, but there's something about a soft oatmeal and raisin cookie. I do dig it, and then I can also always make. Oh well, I'm eating healthy. It's oatmeal and raisins. I mean, it's good for me, right?
Yeah. So like,
See, Kelly
let's
Cox is with me. He knows what it's all about. Yeah,
He's up there too. So,
he's young.
he's like younger than you, James.
I
Hey.
think he's probably gonna try to throw hands with me at. See, look, all of you old timers chiming in the chat does not help the situation.
We're trying to teach you what it is, boy.
I'm gonna have to watch my back at WonderCon. I'm feeling like now.
So not counting any brands or anything, if you're just having it homemade, like what's your favorite?
Cookies?
Yeah.
No bake. I know you don't know what the hell that is. I know. So no bake cookies are a recipe that my grandmother passed down to us. Was you don't bake the cookies, instead you cook them in the stovetop and you drop them on wax paper. But it has cocoa, sugar, butter, oatmeal, raisins, and it looks like little turds, but damn, they're fucking good as hell.
What about you, James?
Oh, and peanut butter goes in them too.
I'm just a simple chocolate chip kind of guy.
So I like peanut butter.
Peanut butter is good too, for sure.
Like I'm not a fan of peanut butter, but I like peanut butter cookies.
Yeah.
I do not like oatmeal raisin cookies. I tell you that much.
I mean, I could pass on that. Like,
I don't like oatmeal in general, so I definitely am not going to eat an oatmeal cookie.
Oh, I see that you don't eat It's It?
Hmm?
Do you ever eat an It's It?
hell yeah, those are good.
I have.
Those are oatmeal cookies with
it's
dark
not
chocolate.
the best.
The best one is the one that's the cappuccino flavored ice cream.
Oh yeah, I had. Oh no.
Yeah, you know. Come on.
Cappuccino.
Damn, JD.
See, Bubs
No
knows
bake
about them at
cookies
least.
Are not cookies. People passing those oat lumps off as cookies for generations.
They're damn good.
Okay, Callie, I agree. Me and Callie are on the same team here. Thin mints are nothing for me.
Yeah, but we're not talking about branded. You know, I could say fucking Nutter Butter and shit. You know.
Thin mints is up there.
No, that's where you have to then go to the maple leaf like maple cream sandwich cookies.
Mm.
Maybe when you grow, I used to say you grew up. I'm not a big Thin Mints. I'm not a big Girl Scout cookie fan. Period. The only one I really care for, they don't even make anymore, which was the chocolate coated shortbread. But
those are good. Yeah, I didn't realize they didn't make that anymore.
Or maybe they do, but they're only in certain regions, because I know that Girl Scout cookies, they are regionally they're different. Thin Mints are available everywhere, but there's 2 different styles of Thin Mints depending upon what region you're in.
Yeah. I don't discriminate though.
I think we have Girl Scout cookies right now in the fridge. I just don't know what kind because they're not.
I got Thin Mints in the freezer for the last 5 years.
I already ate mine.
Or probably longer than that, because I got to think back to when was the last time my youngest was a Girl Scout. It's been a long time.
I love Rice Krispie treats, dude.
You get the cocoa Rice Krispie treats. Think about the cocoa Rice Krispies, yeah.
Fruity Pebbles. Oh shit!
Hey,
we're talking
Golden Grams. You get the Golden Grams mixed with the marshmallows, and you put some chocolate on top of that.
So you get some Kicks and just sprinkle them on there.
I was gonna say his top cereals are probably fucking Kicks, Golden Grams and fucking mini wheats.
I
Guys.
do like Golden Grams, but
Mini wheats are bomb, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
my
Frosted
favorite
Mini Wheats I can get
my
down.
favorite cereal bar none is peanut butter Captain Crunch.
Yes,
Ooh,
that's good. That's not my favorite. It's Fruity Pebbles or chocolate. The chocolate
Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa,
Pebbles
yeah.
are pretty up there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast
Or
Crunch.
cinnamon toast
for me.
crunch. Yeah.
And then I will admit that peanut butter one had a hold on me my whole childhood until they came out with Reese's Puffs because it was just like the blend of chocolate. It's basically the peanut butter Captain Crunch just now add the other one.
Yeah. You don't need
Never
mix
thought I would eat a cookie chat so much.
Hey, Bubs, but wait, what about pie? Are you down with pecan pie at least? Because
I don't really care for any. Well, okay, I take that back.
But careful what you say.
I'm even gonna answer this question anymore.
Phil says crunch berries kill the roof of my mouth.
Oh my god.
Honeycomb.
I do like honeycomb though. Why does honeycomb mascot look? Uh oh. Hold on.
Used to be the honeycomb hideout back in the day. Honeycomb's big. Yeah.
Someone from
It's not
Stockton.
small.
Let's look up.
Of course, back in the day, you also used to have Sugar Bear. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was a freaking pimp. Can't get enough super golden crisp.
Yeah, right. I remember that. My wife makes amazing pecan pie.
There you go. Pecan pie is the best pie there is, bar none. Period. Fight
I
me.
love Funyuns.
I do. I've had it a couple times. I do like that one. Although that's more recent for me. I never really. Damn, I forgot what this fucking.
As a kid
honeycomb-
growing up, pecan pie doesn't sound like something you'd want to eat. But
Right.
until you actually eat it and you realize it is butter and sugar with a couple nuts on top.
Exactly. Yes, that's true. Because I get that for ice cream now, though.
Oh, that mascot, that's a new thing. There was no mascot like that when I was back in the day. The kids were just hiding out in the honeycomb hideout.
What about John Wayne right there?
That's funny. Yeah, oh man.
Yeah, he's a meth head. That and he used to have crispy critters cereal.
Damn.
Smacks. I've never had that in my life. I've seen
Smacks,
that.
Smacks
Never
was
had. That's with the frog, isn't it? Like a frog.
Yeah, so
Okay,
that was
never
Dig
had
'em.
that before.
Was
Yeah.
Smack.
Dig 'em, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
basically the same thing as Super Golden Crisp for Post with Sugar Bear. They were the same.
So for me, when I did try them as a kid, they just didn't taste anything like what I expected.
Mhm.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys went through the same thing, but I was just like, dude, like what the fuck? Like this is not.
Yeah, no, I was very happy just to stick with nothing but peanut butter Captain Crunch as much as possible.
I love
Yeah,
that.
that's cool.
And
All I know is I got
when-
Reese's right now in the cupboard, so that's what I'm having when we get off this show.
if we weren't allowed to have that, then it was like, okay, well, give me some Frosted Flakes, or if you
I do
if
like
you get, or if you give me Rice Krispies, turn your back, I'll dump 4 pounds of sugar or some cocoa syrup on it. Yeah.
Well, I remember my mom used to buy the cornflakes unsweetened, and we would just fucking dump all the sugar.
You had to,
In
because I
there.
remember at one point my mom, she was like, "Oh, big, you can buy any cereal you want as long as sugar is not in the first 2 ingredients."
Oh Jesus!
Dude, go to the supermarket, take a look.
She saw that shit on Oprah. That's why.
And I tell you what, man, Oprah wasn't on TV then, but I'm old, remember?
Damn! Holy shit!
So you'd be getting like rice checks and like Rice Krispies and stuff, and then as soon as everyone's back was turned, dumping sugar and slicing bananas onto it or something.
Oh yeah.
That milk was the best though. Like cereal milk is great in general, but when you have that, you just dumped a bunch of sugar
Yeah,
and you have that sugar pool and the
At the
bottom.
bottom.
That milk is the shit right there.
Well, what about when you drink all the milk and then you just see all that sugar sitting on the bottom?
Yeah. Cereal with no milk. What can you eat?
cereal. Oh, cereal can you eat without milk? I used to eat Cocoa Puffs all the time without milk, just handfuls of Cocoa Puffs.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I would probably go cinnamon
Obviously.
toast crunch because then that
I'll bust a Friday and just add water. Fuck it.
I mean, obviously, checks.
I
You can
have
do
added
checks.
water. I have tried to add orange juice because that was all I had.
Oh,
Disgusting. Cocoa Pebbles, by the way, with that.
And as a kid,
Also, my dad one time, I get teased about this from my sister all the time. My dad one time served me a bowl of Cocoa Puffs that was actually dog food, and I ate that.
Oh,
Not the whole bowl, of course, but I
Yes.
learned that this was not tasting right.
as a kid without milk as a snack, when they poured you something, if it wasn't Cheerios, we got Corn Bran. Wasn't it's not what I would choose, but it was what we had, and it was given to you by grandma or whatever, so
I
you
like
ate it.
cereal.
But
One time I made a mistake. I had Apple Jacks or something like that, and I poured something. Or I thought it was milk, but it was actually buttermilk.
oh, you had to be careful. In my house, my mom was allergic to milk, because she would use like non-dairy. She used like coffee rich, like non-dairy creamer
Oh,
on her cereal and stuff.
whoa.
It's like, yeah, and it was like, oh
Oof.
no. I make sure that. But no, I'm with you guys. I'm with these guys in the chat. Obviously I can't eat cereal nowadays because of so much of it's got too much sugar in it, and it's not good for my diabetes. So yeah, it's a lot of bacon and eggs and Spam and eggs and
Noodle serving pints of Haagen-Dazs. Nice.
yeah,
Oh, man.
good time.
Well, we're at the 2-hour mark, man. This was a fucking great show. A lot of fucking pickups. You guys did good.
My favorite thing about this episode is that if someone were to say, what was your last low grades about? We would be able to tell them we showed off all kinds of great comic book pickups. And then we also talked about malls and cereal. And that was
And
our
cookies.
topic.
And
We
What
I
about
have
the
found-
cookies?
topic on malls.
And I have found that watching this chat here, Raging Cajun and I, we can be friends here, man. We're spamming eggs. We're oatmeal cookies. We're cool, brother. You and I were cool, brother. You tell me you want some barbecue and some bourbon, and we're really going to rock and roll.
So next week will be our last day, or our last show until WonderCon, and we're gonna come back and hit it hard again. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
You hit it hard like a pro wrestler with a bottle of Vicodin.
Yeah, right.
I think nowadays
yeah,
things that to porn stars because they're the ones that are hitting them that shit hard right now.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Damn, every week. Either that or there's something going on in the porn industry.
I just found out one of them was in a coma for like a month. I was like, holy
No,
shit.
Emily Willis still is.
Yeah, there you go.
Emily Willis still is. We talked about that one, I think. And then after that, yes, what was it? Sophia Leone, like last
Like
week.
getting brain eating amoebas or something.
Dude.
Yeah. It's that AIDS.
Yeah, shit. Hey, man. In memoriam on the hub. Join me.
All right, hey Rob, thanks for stopping by, dude.
Thanks for having me.
You had some great stuff, great chats, and thanks to the chat for showing up too, man. You guys kill it every week.
Did you guys buy the new Penthouse comic?
Dude, I can't find that shit anywhere.
Can't you go on their site, Sumerian's site?
I think you can. The thing is like, I want to see what the covers look like. I don't want to just buy any cover just because they're Penthouse ones. The ones that have the wrapping on it and stuff.
I just bought from them recently because shout out to Steve and his crew.
Are you talking about Team Nerd Herd?
Yeah, I saw
My
their
bros?
cover lovers.
What's up, Team Nerd Herd?
Excuse me. I saw their cover lovers, and they showed the Fog. And I was like, I didn't even know that there was a fucking Fog comic. What the hell? For anyone that doesn't know, The Fog is one of my favorite horror movies. That one legit scared the shit out of me as a kid. Love that fucking movie, and I was like, I did not know.
What year was it? What year did it come out in?
I'm gonna guess 83 to 85, maybe 81 to 83. No,
It's an oldie.
Because it's after Halloween #1, so it's somewhere, but very close after that. So I love that one, and so I didn't know that there was a comic. So they showed this really cool cover, so I picked up the A covers. The one that they showed was the 1 in 25, so I was able to go on Sumerian's site and order that 1 in 25.
You're way off, dude. Way the fuck off. Okay. Thanks, Phil.
I mean, it makes sense. You got Halloween 78, so then pretty soon after, so 80. Okay. And then And so yeah, I was able to order from them, and I hit up Adriana and told her, "Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro." Sorry, not to Adriana. I'm sorry. That's really bad timing. I'm saying get the fuck out of here to this fucking guy right here. So, anyways, I hit up Adriana and I said, oh yeah, I just ordered the fog from you guys, and I didn't even know you guys were making it. And she said, yeah, with all the hype on the Penthouse and the American Psycho series, that one kind of fell through. So, but yeah, I'm excited to get that one. So,
Bub just came by to say hi, bye to everyone.
pretty much.
I want to show a couple of things that are very specific to this chat. I thought you guys would appreciate. So here's some more of that lenticular stuff. That
Shit! What the hell?
All right.
Only with a proper character on it, not whatever the fuck that shit was. There's the brown suit, and then he switches to Weapon X, and then the gold suit.
All right, you can stay for one more pickup. What else do you have?
Only one?
It depends on how good these are. Now that
I thought you like. Which one of you likes pops though? Didn't you guys collect pops too?
I try to retire, but what do you got? I mean, yeah, on occasion I
got
dabble.
Independence Day Alien.
Oh,
FYE exclusive.
Out of here! I didn't know that they made that. All right,
I'd never seen this before.
Retirement. What is it?
I had no idea. Paid $5 for this at the con. I had no idea.
Do you have any idea if that's old or new or?
It is not. It has FYE exclusive. Hell, they only have like 2 locations left.
I have an FYE in my town.
Yeah, they're only in Barrios now. So.
All right, that's pretty cool. All right, you can stay for one more pickup. What do you got?
Oh, I'm including this next pop as part of the pop pickup, if that's okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh, nice.
My wife found this for me. So I already have the Blancas and I have the Ken, and those are my 2 mains. Ken on console.
I will destroy you, Bubs.
Steve, find it for
You might try. I believe you will fail.
I would destroy you.
And I won't show all the rest of the stuff I got, but I will show this because you guys are always wanting me to join the Switch gang.
No,
and now,
no, you didn't.
I definitely won't because I picked up a Wii U.
Get this, get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here.
Man, that guy's such a fucking troll, dude. Look at this.
Mint in box, dude. Oh, yeah.
That was like sold 12 years ago, bro.
Telling you. And I'm gonna so tonight I'm gonna work on modding it. So I'm gonna hack it, mod it up, and use it for all my fun
I hope you
stuff.
brick your system, Bubs.
He's really about to spend more than the goddamn Switch would have just costed if he would have just got it.
Here's a couple of games in case the mod doesn't work.
You know you could just mod a Switch, right?
Nah, you can't do that.
God.
Illegal.
What?
Nah, I don't mod systems that are still currently getting updates because they'll brick it or they'll try at least.
Yeah.
I think don't you have to buy if Rick is still here, I'm sure he'll correct me on this. I think you have to get like the first generation Switch in order to mod it. Otherwise you can't. But you have to like find the original Switch that came out. I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's right.
Which is hard to do, and obviously it's going to be a little more because people are buying it for that.
Trying just to mod it, and they're going to be the most scratched up, jacked up, fucking pops puked in it, and everything else. Yeah, it's going to be rough. Yeah.
Speaking of, Rick, are we correct in our assessment on only being able to mod the first gen Switch here?
Are you not wearing a suit? Or are you super white?
Both. My God. Oh, he's not even here. All right. Anyway,
I think your white balance is off.
What's up?
He's in albino mode.
1,000K here. We gotta pull that back, man.
Tony's not in this week, so I had to fill in.
Subbing in.
What you got to do is if you have one of those light testers, you put it up against your nipple, and then you check nipple color, and that's what it calibrates the whole thing.
Yeah. You just check your lips. So your lips are your nipple color.
Yeah, but I have a tutorial on my OF page. I'll send you the link.
Oh, I only do Fansly, dude.
Okay.
Man. All right, what else you got, Bubs?
That's all you're getting for your birthday.
I thought I wasn't allowed to show anymore.
I mean, the Wii U's not bad. It just,
when
you said that, it was a Switch, you kind of got us.
That's all you got.
I didn't say it was a Switch.
I said
you guys always wanted me to get a Switch.
I'm letting you go until you show absolute trash, and then you're done.
What about that?
Right. I can deal with that.
I saw a predator mask, right? Mm-hmm. So people don't know you're a predator. You wear this. And then... And I had to pick this up. They wanted way too much.
And the
for it,
neighborhood
but
kids can run around trying to catch you.
yeah,
They
that's
catch
all right.
predator,
You're trying to
right?
entice them with dry cereal, so I hear that shit. Look at this.
Okay. I mean, I don't know about shaking it like that, but all right. Limited edition mask and T-shirt with light up eyes.
Yeah. So since it wasn't a 7X T-shirt, I couldn't. The T-shirt didn't matter. It didn't have it, but they wanted full price, and I was like, "Oh, that's great. What size is the T-shirt? Oh, I hope it fits my son. He's gonna love this." And they were like, "Oh, I don't know. Let's check." And no fucking T-shirt in there. I mean, it was obvious there was no T-shirt in there, so I got it for $10.
Oh yeah.
At first, they tried to act like they were wanting full price. I was like, I ain't paying no fucking full price. Hold on, let me see. If I
Ain't
can get
nobody
this.
want none of that.
Look at this.
Fine.
This
I'm
is
gonna
pretty
feed-
cool.
Oh shit!
I thought you had a small head, but you're proving otherwise.
I
But
mean,
can you
that's
see the lights on the other side too?
a little bit like at the top of your eyes, you see the light, but it's not so much you would like murder people over it, but I have to get back with you after prolonged exposure.
Unless, of course, their name is Sarah Connor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty good. I mean,
Bro,
for a,
What is
you know,
this?
for $10
What is
bucks?
So is
Now
that
all
like
of
a
a sudden
child's
everybody's
mask?
like, oh,
Do you
let's
have
click
like a
the
small
link.
head?
Yo, what's up, JD?
Oh, I'm 6'2". I got a normal 300 pounds. I got a nice beefy head. And
So
this
you're
thing fits perfect.
6'2", 300 pounds, and that's a child's mask?
No, it's not a child's mask. It's like a commemorative
Thinking
edition.
about the kid's T-shirt.
I mean,
and
like,
get them to open
it's
it.
of quality of a child's mask to me.
I was just
you
trying
know,
to
but it
like
looks
get your.
amazing.
Is it like the ones we
body.
used to get at the pharmacy at
Yeah, like
Halloween
a vacuum sealed thing.
in the 1970s?
The ones I
that's what
heard,
it is.
the Halloween
painful
one.
ones, dude.
yeah.
Like it's totally just a vacuum sealed mask, but it's fucking badass, man. Like somebody painted the shit out of this thing.
how'd it get so wet on the inside?
I sweat a lot from my eyelids when I get excited
That means you're crying.
because I couldn't afford a Switch, so I paid exactly $25 less and got a Wii U.
What was the purpose of
And
getting
then I
a Wii
bought
U,
a
though?
mask. Woo woo.
He
All
said
right.
he's going to mod it, Rick.
Oh, okay,
what I get.
you know that's normally why people get this.
Yeah. And it was mint in box, man. I couldn't. It wasn't fully mint. Like a lot of it still had the plastic on it. Like it was barely ever used. So it was kind of fun just to unwrap it and have all the accessories. And it was a commemorative or the Mario Kart 8 edition and everything. So it came with the Mario Kart wheel and a Mario Kart Wii remote. So I was like, I'm digging it. So I'll still get a Switch, but I'm gonna mod the shit out of this and emulate my ass off. Great.
Nice. Only because the store's not available, right? That's the only reason why you're gonna mod it.
Yeah, and because it's 1080p and there's not really any other dead consoles out there that are not receiving updates that could potentially get bricked by an update that are 1080p. Like that's kind of hard to come by. So, well, it's not that hard to come by. I'll show you. Oh,
I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to kick this guy off. JD, how's Transcom, bro?
Transformer Con was cool.
Yeah.
I picked up the Megatron, so I was happy to get that. Got this cool pink bag.
I like that
Ooh.
quick correction that you did.
Sassy.
That was nice.
Look at you.
yeah, I'm confused. So you went to TransCon
Or
and
the
James went to SacCon. Is that what I heard?
Hey,
that's
so
what they
did
call it.
Rob though. Rob went to SacCon too.
They call
Dude,
it that.
dude, you guys got to get all these cons and just
It's
put them
not
together, dude.
TransCon.
TransSatCon. That sounds
No,
awesome.
that's what they call it. That's what it's called.
Oh.
But I did pick up this, which turned out to be limited because they only had 100 units there, and they only made 50 more. So
Damn, you're gonna make Steve come right now.
yeah,
Mm.
so I was stoked I was
Wait,
able
right
to get
now?
this. What
Wait a
happened?
minute.
He already come.
Hold it up slow so he can edge.
Did you see any comics over there?
There's only 2 booths that had comics, but
Oh shit!
one guy
what
had
up,
nothing but new
Dorian?
shit.
What's up, Dorian?
Dorian. Only one guy had new shit that was all graded, and the other guy, all his stuff was like torn to bits.
Oh,
I was
Did they bring Transformer comics, or was it just
Yes.
comics? Period.
It was
all
Transformer
Transformer stuff.
comics.
That's cool.
But I had a blast. I picked up 3 figures, and that's about it. And then, well, actually 4. I picked up 4 and had a blast. Saw some, talked to some of the, the voices of the cartoon. So I was just talking to 2 of them.
You see Grimlock?
No, he didn't show.
Oh,
3 people that I really wanted to see didn't go, so I was kind of sad about
What about
that.
Cocklock? Was he there? Was Cocklock there?
He's always there.
He looks like this pretty much all the time.
But I just jumped on and wanted to show this because this is Rob's favorite artist. I won this at Fizz Comics.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I don't know about that.
Who drew that? Patton Oswald?
Chuck Patton.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Wait, so you said you picked up like 4 or 5 figures and you only showed us one. So
Chuck
what do you?
Chuck Patton, the truth denier.
I was gonna say, did he remember you?
So I won that on a raffle, so I only paid $20 for this. So I was happy. No, they're in my case. I just want to jump on because everybody was jumping on. So
Already in your case.
Yeah, you are right. Everybody is jumping on. We got Jimmy Rizzo in the house. What is up, man?
I mean, you look like a lovely guy and a reasonable guy, and I wish not to say anything really. You are a nice guy, and that's it really. Thank you.
I agree.
Yeah, we are.
Amen. Amen.
We are pretty nice. What are you up to, man? Where are you from?
I mean, I'm a little bit intoxicated, and I come from England.
That's how we like. That's how we like it.
Wait. Hold up, though. What time is it over there? And then we'll tell you if it's all right. Is the sun down or up?
It's 4:28, I think.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, you're doing all right.
It's not a bad morning.
That's proper.
No.
And it looks like you're in a bar right now, so
I'm in a bar, really. I'm in the chat room on StreamYard, and the only thing I wish to see is just maybe give people a chance to talk, because not everybody is full of bad things and I don't know what I'm saying, really.
True that. We do give people a chance to talk, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy Rizzo.
Cheers.
Right.
Cheers. Cheers to your brother.
And I mean, okay, my brother from another mother, I drank her with too much, and now my motherfucker.
That happens.
I mean, this happens sometimes, really.
What kind of stuff are you into, Jimmy?
It looks like you got a mixer in front of you, like possibly some DJ equipment.
Number 1, I'm into reality. Number 3, I'm into you can be anything you wish to be. And number 4, and that's it, really. I love my little friends.
Well, Jimmy, we like talking comic books, music, movies, stuff like that. Is that something you're into?
And we hate talking Pokemon.
I mean, can I tell you the real reason why I'm here, fool?
Okay. What's up, fool?
I seen you guys live on YouTube, and I sort of seen the StreamYard, and then I went to the filters and typed in live shows, and then I come across you, and you all seem to be nice people, and I made a fool of myself. And I'm going to just be on a moment.
We are a nice group of people, Jimmy. You're more than welcome to come anytime we do our show, man.
And also, merci, I'm a real individual. You can look me up on Kick, Jimmy Rizzo. I don't use YouTube no more, because I got a little bit sick of using StreamYard, and maybe nobody came on my StreamYard no more. So I let StreamYard and went to Kick. So sorry being drunk. I've
heard that Kick is pretty popular right now. It's growing. It's definitely growing.
I'm not a fan. I'm definitely not a fan.
Oh, really?
100%.
Look here, gentleman that says definitely not okay. I apologize. Bye-bye.
Oh, you're fine.
It's okay, man. Hey, all
Oh,
right.
well, you might still be listening. It's good to see you. Good to meet you, Jimmy. It's very abrupt to see James after that, though.
That wasn't
I
me,
need a
dude.
whitewash.
I think I brought him in, dude. I think he came in because of me.
Wow.
Okay.
But then you just totally shit on Kick.
You can have that credit, Rick.
Oh, I
It was
would.
either that or he.
I'm taking credit for everyone that came in after the 2 hour and 20-minute mark.
Yeah,
Hey, Jack's like, Jimmy, my guy.
In there and held the fucking door open like this while everybody started coming in. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, Bubs, can we say what's up to Doreen? We haven't seen her in a while. What's up, Doreen? How you been?
Hi.
Let everyone talk.
I'm hanging in there.
All right, cool.
Like Jimmy was.
What are you sipping on today?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
What
was that? What is? It's like I've been gone for so long. Who is that person?
Jimmy.
Jimmy Rizzi? What was it?
I think it's a Drax guy.
Jimmy Rizzo.
No,
Yeah,
Drax definitely.
It's Drax guy. I think that's what Drax said.
No, he
It's
just
his
ran.
guy.
I just met him.
Yeah, he's a random guy, but he seems pretty chill.
I mean,
Yeah,
Wait, did he get booted or did he leave on his own?
He left. He left on his own.
Yeah, it was either your Kick comment or he saw Tony Punisher's WTF and was like, "Oh, I'm out."
Kick is very controversial right now because of I didn't want to say it, dude. It's not good. It's not looking good for Kick right now.
Really? Is it financial or like platforming type?
The content that they're allowing people to push right now and do for like several months, like even
hell yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, they're I don't imagine them being around too much longer.
Is it for copyright problems or just
so that I can
illegal type stuff?
It's it's CP, so it's not good.
As we call
CP, I don't even know what is that.
I'm guessing because I thought maybe it was something like that. So okay,
yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, like months and months and months. Like just it's crazy. I liked it.
We need this.
CP stands for cheese pizza, Rob. It's,
yeah.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, that's crazy. I'm against that.
Yeah.
100%.
That's a bold stance you're taking there, Rob.
I was gonna say.
I will not be downloading the Kick app. 100%.
Trailblazer over here.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
I thought about it earlier until I found out what it's all about, and I'm against it. So there's not Kick will not be in my fucking phone or computer or anything. So they will not have my money.
Why are you looking down, deleting it right now?
If anybody still doesn't know at this point, we're just sending that Jared from Subway's on Kick.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's a good one. That's a good reference.
Yeah.
I didn't know, and we can. I think we could stream on Kick too. Let's see.
Yeah, I think you can split it there.
We have naked dudes who show up on our streams, and it's just not right.
I'm not naked.
Not right.
Did you go to TransCon?
He's got a hat on.
SacCon, either one. Or SacCon.
SacCon.
I heard.
Oh man.
Robert, I thought it was the dude from last week that tried to join.
That's right. So that's what I was gonna say. I forgot. So last week we had somebody trying to join, and for the longest time they were in backstage for a while and they weren't showing their face. And then he started typing in the chat, I'm in backstage, let me in. And then I was just like, dude, show your face. And he showed his face, but it was like that. Yeah. And then he said something pretty rude to Katie. So after that I just kicked him. Yeah. He doesn't even know her. He doesn't even know her like that, dude. Anyways,
she asked for it, though, dude. 100%.
Yeah, but it just caught us off guard, you know. So I kicked him and he just never came back. So
yeah, so I thought it was the same guy, and I was like, oh damn, he like showed his whole setup this time. He was like, I'm gonna come back different.
no, Jimmy was 100% like open camera and everything, and you know, so that's why I let him in, because I was like, all right, like this guy's legit. He looks like he has a turntable right there, and maybe he could scratch for us or something. That would have been awesome.
I think
Jimmy, if you know how to scratch, come back, dude.
I think what we're learning is we just are not going to be able to recap the magic of our buddy the furry from Twitch. You know, it just.
Oh my god!
Oh man, I forgot about him.
But that's what
See, I blocked him out into a corner of my mind. I'm never going in again.
No, but that's what James. That was the magic of the low grades, dude. Is we did shit like that. We took risk.
Yeah.
And dude, that was a beautiful experience, dude.
Unfortunately, he got struck out since. So
he's still around. He's been on our show twice already.
Yeah, he's popped on again.
I mean, like, you know, new randoms have unfortunately not, you know, met that standard. So
yeah,
one day,
yeah. we just gotta keep dropping that leak, James.
Furry virtual dating game.
Yeah. Jimmy seemed like a good guy. Yeah. He talked down about himself, but yeah, I think he was saying stuff like that because he was drunk, obviously, you know. Yep. But it would be nice to see him in a, I'm not even saying sober state, like not so
hours, you know, like
yeah,
like 3 hours ago, you know,
and be able to like have a conversation with him, you know. I mean, you know,
sure.
We asked a question, it's just like, what are you into? And he's just like, oh, I'm into like trees, and you know, it's just like, no, that's not.
Did he say
that's
trees?
Not what we're asking.
Well,
no, he didn't say trees.
2. I knew we were in trouble skipping a list and starting at 2, and then 4. So we never even knew what the 1 and 3 things that he loves are. We don't even know yet.
I think he loves being what he thinks he can be, or something along those lines.
I was a bar.
Yeah.
Bar should get that shit tatted. That was a motto for life.
And at first it sounded like he was from Louisiana, but then it was like Scotland, you know?
That's
from he said the UK, right?
He was in UK, so he could have been in Scotland, right? Isn't that part of the UK still, or no?
What's that?
Is Scotland part of the UK?
Yes.
So he
but he didn't have, but it didn't have a Scottish accent.
Yeah, no.
No, but he was drinking Scottish whiskey, I think. So that counts.
Matter.
Oh, there you go. Well, yeah.
I mean, pretty much.
Accent included.
No,
my wife drinks Chinese tea. She's not Chinese.
Have you checked?
Hey, Rob, you're eating tacos. Yeah. You're not Mexican.
Well, either of these. But.
Yeah, no, he's not eating tacos. Oh man, good point.
All right, guys, it's been 2 hours and a half. I mean, I got shit to do tomorrow. But it was a great show. Thanks everyone for showing up. Doreen, it was great to see you. Nice. JD, I'll be seeing you at WonderCon. Yep. Bubs, Rob, it was good.
Catch 3 of us next week at 7. And catch the other 4 around 9:30ish. About
we be living lives. We be living lives,
guys. I don't like this pattern. Yeah. We try to end the show. Bub jumps in, then fucking. I don't know what JD's thinking. He was here the whole time.
I know.
He could have jumped in whenever.
Because I have a welcoming nature.
JD jumped in once I said that we could be friends.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He did it. I was gonna say I love barbecue. And I don't mind bourbon.
There you go, man. Shit. All right, guys.
Love sloppy seconds, man. I'm tired of it.
You're welcome.
Down there, you better watch. You better put a hat on.
First stream I've been on tonight. It's the first stream I've been. I was a busy guy today.
I doubt it, dude. We'll see though.
I mod my Wii, man. What are you talking about? Mod the shit out of it.
All right, guys. Catch us next week, but low grades for life.